front of you, motherfucker. Jeez! What? We're on 5.
Get up right there.
Just fill in for Team Colorado.
You are Team Colorado.
No. You guys are Team Colorado.
5.
I'm just fill-in.
It goes to 1.
The local fill-in guy.
7, 6, 5, 4.
You keep telling yourself that.
That's all.
When I die on my epitaph, it's going to say, I still love Jason.
Right?
I still love
That emblem.
Emblem?
What's happening? Right on chest. Yes, on his hat.
The Denver Curtain.
Mark's shaking everybody's hand. Oh, shit.
Should I leave my glove on for it?
Probably not a bad idea. You don't want to get sick. Shake everybody's hand, and everybody goes and washes their hands. The game is delayed.
I'm going to give him a pound.
Because people are washing hands.
Somebody should kick him in the balls.
Good curling.
Good curling.
Just the last person.
Jason, go get him.
Hey, good curling. Okay, Kelly didn't hit ours, and she didn't shake either.
Wish you were playing instead of me.
Don't hit the keg.
Oh.
I like him too.
I'm off rhythm.
Where are they going?
Stay back.
How do we go?
Everything's all screwed up.
Oh, I got a hair on my foot. Oh, sheet. Put it on their sheet. I like this.
Are there games anywhere else but here right now? Aren't there 10? Oh, they probably played morning. I get it.
It all ends here. Because everybody's meeting.
Yeah.
Jason, Chess,
So what do you have to do? What do you have to do to get the cage cleaner? What do you have to do to get the cage cleaner?
9 through 10.
I was trying to get him.
Okay, when that.
He's not here, so I want to be in photos.
It's too many. It's too many.
I'd like to applaud our 10th event winners. For the 9th event, the cage cleaners.
Cage clean.
He forgot to mention 9,624 interns. And 4 misses, all by me. Chairs of the event here. Okay, let's go home and play. Good luck.
I have it on my broom. Ew. Ew. Ew.
Got screwed up a little bit there, didn't they?
I don't know.
I
It
watched
was
that. I
on the
feel
ice.
drunk.
Yeah.
Gotta pay the piper.
It's
Gotta pay the piper. Oh.
Bravo.
Woo!
Look at that.
Oh.
Whose kids are those? Oh, he's the
He could for a second. I'm like, he'll get too cold. He'll leave.
Once again, we'd like to thank the staffs, the ice makers, all the people that made this happen, the steering committee, Barker, and most importantly, the curlers for coming out. We wish you all good curling. We're playing for the champion and the runner-up scarves, which is our new tradition we're going to start here. So make sure and grab those after your games.
Now I want to win.
Spirit of curling, we're going to start.
Before I was just playing for fun.
Circus limoncello.
Limoncello,
Circus
that's good.
limoncello.
Skip, Piper.
Piper, for heaven's sake.
Gotta pay the piper.
Yeah!
Just spill a bunch of limoncello on the ice.
Yeah, right on our sheet.
Oh no, I lost.
Have a good game. Have a good game.
Welcome everybody to the St. Paul Curling Club here. We're at the Big Spiel Finals. Orvik versus Jason Smith's squad. I'm joined with Scott Belvich, ice maker extraordinaire from Chaska, formerly from here.
Becca, good curling.
Hi,
Hey,
how you doing?
how's it going, eh?
It's not just for
Going
fun
good.
anymore, is it?
Going good, dude.
So
Excited to be here.
Clay told me, Clay and Dr. John Miller are mic'd
Yeah,
on Orvik's squad. Merlin said he didn't want to be mic'd. He swears too much.
right.
So Clay says he's going to sing the song the whole time. You'll hear a song. And Jason Smith and Becca.
Smitty swears a lot too, especially if he's losing.
And Becca Wood are yeah. Yeah, I've had him mic'd before, and he turns the mic off after a while if he gets behind. So we can look forward to that.
Yeah, yeah, and hopefully he is behind most of the game. That's the plan. He's going down. We're motioning to one another right now, guys.
You know, I actually have a broom of his. He gave me a broom.
Ooh.
So
We haven't won one yet.
Back when he
so-
was a competitive curler.
no,
Tails.
No,
I don't know. It
There
was,
it is.
kind of more of a recreational guy now.
we were doing shots up in Blaine, and he was like, you know, Chris, you seem like a pretty good guy. I'm going to give you a light speed broom. And I said, that's great. He goes, can I sign it for you? I was like, no, that's all right.
Let's have some fun out here, huh? Let's play well, have some fun.
It's a good move by you for
Yeah.
sure. It's worth more without his signature on it.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's have some fun. Let's win this thing, huh?
Well,
Well, he wants to win. You can hear Jason out there. Let's win it, he says.
I'd like to win.
Okay.
Be an interesting game.
And Becca saw the scarves, and so she'd like to win because of the scarves.
Okay.
I think it's 8 to
And
7.
so with Jason's team, you have a list of the other players. Where are
Andy,
these
I just
folks
can't get
from?
away from you. Are you
So they're
Hi,
from
John's
Denver,
mom.
Colorado.
Okay.
So Jason's team, Skip is Jason, Becca is third, Mark Blanton
Ken's okay.
is second, and Jennifer Niels is first.
And the three of them are from
Hello.
Denver, Colorado. Although I heard, Jason told me that Becca is moving here
7
Oh, of course.
to pursue her curling career.
Ah, yeah.
There.
And then on the Orvik squad,
Just
you
tight.
probably know everybody on this team, I'm assuming.
I do know the Orvik squad well, yes. Curled with and against those guys for quite a long time now. They're all a bunch of fun guys. Clay doesn't really like curling with his dad much, but they always play together in the Big Spiel.
Why does
and
he
they
like?
usually always do quite well in it, usually, actually. They're good curlers. Well, he doesn't like curling his dad because Clay likes to skip.
Oh,
But Merlin's got seniority.
so Merlin's actually throwing second rocks.
Oh, he is.
And he's going to hold the broom.
Okay.
Steve Jitla is doing.
Yeah, they were playing in Chaska too, and I did notice that Steve was throwing last rocks, but I didn't realize Merlin was playing two. So who's throwing 3 there? It must be Clay.
Yep.
Line's good. Just tight.
3-4.
Well, the ice,
tight.
as usual, is pretty quick, so they're going to figure that
Line's
out.
good.
And the first rock was in the house. So they're Jason playing aggressive here with a yellow rock in the house, and he's trying to steal.
Oh, that one curled. Okay.
Jason actually has hammer. That's his second rock.
Oh, he does have hammer. I
Their
always
first shot was a
get
guard.
confused a lot.
Well, you know, you were motioning to people on the ice. You were being social, you know.
All right, I'll pay attention now.
You don't need to. I don't usually. Are you drinking a Beetle Breezer?
I am having a Beetle Breezer. It's fantastic. I'm getting my juice in this morning. Well, it's not morning, although it feels like it.
It's morning somewhere.
And you guys have been just doing today's games?
Yeah, we did the 9:45 game and this game.
Awesome.
I could have done the earlier game, but I didn't because it's at 7:30, and I thought that was absurd.
Yeah. Yeah, that's absurd. I wouldn't have been here for that either. That doesn't make any sense at all.
Yep.
Curling is absurd enough on its own that then to do it at 7:30 in the morning is beyond absurd.
On sheet 4 to our left is the second event final, which is Lundbaum versus Hovland. Andy Hovland was on sheet 5, and the 9:45 he had a really nice game.
I think I've mentioned this before that Andy Hovland is my white whale. I've played against Andy a number of times, and it's impossible to beat the guy.
Yep. He seems like he's a pretty calm and calculated curler.
He's a good curler. He loves draw game. So, and he's getting that going in the first end here on sheet 4.
When
he's getting lots of rocks in play. He likes the draw game. Mr. Gidala, on the other hand, is going to have Merlin peel this red guard after a fine draw that locked down behind that guard. Who's got hammer here? Smitty?
Yes.
Nice shot by Merlin. Peels that baby right out. Imagine Jason will replace it. Yeah, there he's looking for it a little tighter.
Do you ever curl in a polo shirt?
Feeling stressed out already?
Like
Pink polo shirt?
well, I don't care about the color, but both Dr. John and Clay are wearing polo shirts.
Yeah, they always do. Dr. John always has a print polo as well. Typically some kind of Hawaiian theme or something like that. I imagine he's got a whole closet full of those. John looks a little heavy these days. His belly's kind of hanging out over his belt buckle a bit. I think he's
Fired it through the house.
getting a little older, getting a little heavier. You can see him waddling down the ice here on sheet 5.
Well, you know, at the last draw, they had brought a bench out and put it on the ice between sheet 4 and 5.
Yeah.
And I said, why do they have a bench out there? There's no old guys over there. I mean, it was far below, I guess maybe, but the only person sat on it, Dr. John.
Yeah.
Sat right there.
Well, he's probably the one that wanted it out there. Merlin throwing another hit here. If it crosses over the face, it's going to be close. He might. No, he missed it. Curled too much. Ooh, that was close, though. I was thinking he might tick that red one into the back of the house. That's sitting shot, but a little more sweeping, he might have had it. They hang around with a biter out there on the wing. Jason, once again, is going to replace that guard. That yellow rock that he's sitting on is acting as a perfect, what we now call a back guard
pick a song of the game
for him.
A back guard.
A back guard, yeah. What do you think of that?
I don't like it.
No? I'll use it a lot
Hey,
today.
right here is good.
Dexy, I'm having one, buddy.
Mine's
I got a
good,
Beetle
right here.
Breezer.
2-3.
Yep.
Thank you. There's a lot of motion out there with the curl. It's nice to see. That's why they call it curling, not straighting. I told my Chaska curlers next year we're going to change the name to the Chaska Straighting Club, and I'm going to have 1 foot of curl, maybe.
Yeah, I've heard that the ice out at Chaska doesn't curl much. Has to do with the reverse osmosis water.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, the ice maker here is pretty good.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, we like to give Zbotnik a lot of credit when we're doing games here. Someone has to. What do we got? Here's Clay Orvik in the pink polo. Clay always wears something pink. Typically, it's always his shirt.
I don't know if I'd count that as pink. That's kind of fuchsia.
Well, yeah. I don't call colors like fuchsia or, you know, like the crayon box now. Like there's no more purple and yellow and gold and blue and orange. It's all like fuchsia and what are some of the other names of colors, like, you know, velvet.
Blue gold?
No, because those are actually
silver.
Colored. No, that's a color too.
White?
Now you're just being difficult.
Yeah. When I was a child, I used to always want to get chartreuse fishing lures. Chartreuse was a good color.
Yeah. What color is that?
I think it's green, isn't it?
Like a neon green?
Swamp green, maybe.
Swamp green. So why don't they just call it, you know, swamp green?
They don't buy things called swamp green in Paris. It's got to be like chartreuse.
Oh, you were in Paris when you were looking at it, or what?
Oh, I was on Rainy Lake. It's close enough.
Same thing?
Not too far.
Yeah.
As the crow flies.
So now I wanted to mention the polos because I mic'd up Orvik's front end, or first and third.
Be careful.
And they were all tucked in, all neat and tidy, and I got to untuck them. So you'll notice the back of their shirts are untucked.
Yeah. So John is mic'd up too?
Yep. You can see he's quiet.
I think he turned it off.
You're overweight?
Dazzed up.
Uh-huh.
Fire in the rock.
Johnston Clay's overweight, and
So how do you pretty much have to
I'm not sure he should be calling the kettle black.
Well, you did mention that earlier, though.
Yeah.
same spot?
Clay and I play softball together in the summertime, so we have a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
What
What position?
I don't think.
Clay likes to play. He likes to play third base and a little bit of outfield. We kind of all move around a little bit. Typically, I'm an infielder, but you know, it's beer softball.
Just
It's,
top
you
post.
know, so we just kind of have a good time.
Yep.
Well,
Usually, have the
you
same-
didn't ask, but I'd be willing to play on your team.
Well, you're in next year. You are in like Flynn.
I'm only good at hitting, though.
Smith, the recreational curler, misses the guard. Kind of made the guard. Well, they're going to still have to
I was
hit
thinking
that.
at some point we got to come down to it.
That one. They're still talking about the.
Clay and Dr. John are questioning the
Short, we're okay.
Merlin and Steve Gilla's
I guess if he knows it, might get them both.
Yeah.
calls here.
The way it's set up, we.
You're going to hear
Knows that one, get
Clay
them both and keep the yellow around.
questioning
Can't see
their
how close
calls
they are.
all game long. I promise that should happen.
Merlin and Steve did not want the mics. They said that so we missed something.
What's the shot? Okay.
I like this call. This is fine. You want to hit this rock because you don't want to miss a draw here in the first end and have a chance of giving up 3. Steve, solid curler, and if he does nose it, he might spill everything, including the shooter, and then hang out there on that left side with that biter he's got going on out there. But
That's the best case.
that would be spilling everything would be pretty good here. First end, it would probably lead to a blank. It's going to overcurl. No, let's hold this line. He's really close here. Oh, and he made a peach of
Great
a
shot. It's all
Great
sweepers,
shot.
but great.
We had to sort of.
Yeah,
split the
we don't
difference.
have
You were
the-
calling Merlin.
Yeah.
Is that on? Is that on? We
No,
don't have the.
I don't know how to
monitor
turn the TVs on.
on. Yeah, they're confusing here.
Yeah. And they have that one switched so we can't see it because
Adam Height and John Solom kind of do the audio
imagine if I
visual
could
stuff
they kind of
like
here.
screwed
that.
it up this summer.
Incredibly complicated.
They put these
all
new
the time.
TVs on.
I know.
Become a professional curler.
Very difficult.
Just quit your job.
Really
I
far
got
below.
it.
So, a couple feet more to the T line.
Is that sheep? Oh, that is 5. Yeah. Thank you. We got it over here.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, those guys probably should give up the audiovisual job here, volunteer position, but
Yeah.
they probably should bring in some professionals.
Line's
really.
good. Right
Yeah.
to
We
it.
should get some fundraising
Right
going.
to it. Line's good.
Jason
right to
playing aggressively here with a good call. He's
Right
coming
to it.
right down to that rock. Is this the hammer or is this his first? Nice draw. He's going to bounce out there a little bit, though. Give Steve the opportunity to hit and tuck with about a, should be calling like a hack weight hit here, I would think. Something around hack. Yeah, he's got the broom for just about that. Poke that thing straight back and maybe even tuck in behind that guard, and he'll be in great shape. But Jason will have the exact same draw again.
Okay. Do you want me to go right away and? Okay.
Clay's not quite sweating yet, but he'll be sweating profusely by the fourth end. Here comes Smith. Sorry, here comes Steve. That hack weight hit.
Oh, they got right on it.
Yeah, they got right on it. He is a little tight.
Yeah,
He's
starting
tight,
to drift
and
over.
Curling hard. He's on the guard. He's going to give Jason an easy draw for two. Just touch the white. Oh, that was Jittla had hammer.
Oh, you're wrong.
You were wrong. You had me thinking Smitty had a hammer the whole end.
Well, you recovered gracefully.
Jeez, oh, Pete. Well, it was a steal for one. Now that we know what's actually going on.
Yep, top four.
How many people are? I like to always ask how many people are watching the web stream feed. My guess is
All the way to
14.
right here.
320.
320.
32.
Switch.
Christopher likes to always add a zero to
I do.
whatever number
Oh, we're
they're watching.
Yeah, I just don't
threw
think.
my rock.
I don't really want to admit out loud that there's 12 people watching.
Are they streaming? Are they able to chat?
Oh, yeah.
On there?
Yeah.
Is Jed Lottie watching up in Duluth? He said he was going to chime in. Jed was playing with Seppo Sormanen.
Mr. Mulville has
I thought we were minimizing.
called
my
you a hottie.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think. What's up, Scotty? Too hottie.
Yeah. That's one of my nicknames. I guess I was a wrestler or something.
All right, here's a replay on that.
Anyway, here we go. With that quick ice, they're having a trouble getting a guard up in the center. It overcurled. Jason had got in the house, and now we're going to start out with a little hit
Little bump is okay.
hit game to start the second end here at the St. Paul Curling Club,
No guard. No.
Little bump is okay.
home of
Tell her that
the
way.
finals
No
of
guard,
the
tell
Big
me, no
Spiel.
guard.
If anybody watching has never played in the Big Spiel, it's a great opportunity to come down and meet a ton of people, as there's about 96 teams that play in this from all over the country, as well as there was a team from Toronto here as well playing.
Oh, there was a Canadian.
Yeah. Which was
Why
great
aren't they
to
in the
see.
finals? Because Canadians are the best curlers in the world.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
They are, typically, except for 2018.
Great shot.
Great shot, Jen.
Yeah,
Proved
that's
them
right.
wrong, and USA is the best curlers in the world
Yep.
at the highest stage.
Have you
And
ever,
I,
have you
Glenn,
ever,
that,
have you ever
I
met
say
those guys?
that it's strictly because of the quality of ice that is occurring in the last 5 years
Huh?
in the in and around the United States, specifically in the metropolitan Minneapolis-St. Paul area. That improves everybody's game.
That could be why I'm having a hard time this season. Quality of the ice is too good. I was banking on crappy ice.
Well, that helps with recreational
Crappy ice does?
crappy ice. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can beat the good guys if you're on bad ice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. We're hitting away, but this is going to be an honorary Beetle Breezer shot.
Yeah,
I don't
it drifts
think this is
really
gonna hold.
fast.
It's curling hard from the inside out. He might get a piece of it. I think he did. Oh, he just got a tick. We can't call that a Beetle Breezer, but we can drink one.
Yep.
We could give the history of the Beetle Breezer cocktail.
Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was
A
guy
named
Kent Beetle.
Right. And
Hell of a curler.
hell of a curler,
Yeah.
especially back in the day.
And all around good guy.
And all around very good guy. Missed a hit, and we named a cocktail after him, the Beetle Breezer. And it is typically a nice vodka with orange mango juice and a splash of cranberry in there.
I wonder if they used there's a sponsor this time, Her Vodka.
I saw that.
I wonder if that's the vodka they used.
I hope so. You think it's a gal that distills it?
I don't know.
They're trying to split the house here and force one, and he does get a biter. Merlin
a lead
throwing
job.
second rocks.
Throw the back 12.
Yeah, Miller, you're the lead. Throw back 12.
What's happening here? What's this gentleman's name? Oh, he's a little tight with his intern hit here again as well. Jason's a little slow on that call, but
Mark
Mark holding its
Blanton.
line. Mark might just get a real skinny. Look at this. Oh, nice shot, actually, but needed a little more of that rock. He might have bumped the number 3 stone out.
Oh, I love this.
Throw that firm weight again. Got to hit low in front and make a double or something. Depending where they put this on.
We'll get a time on that ice next end, third end.
That's
Yell
better.
sauce.
That's the important
That's
part.
better.
end,
Barbecue
eh?
sauce.
I think he's
Wait,
still
fuck,
on.
stay
We'll
my
see how many rotations
Down
you
a
get. A
little
lot
bit,
of
thank
people
God.
like to complain there's too much curl in the ice, and you have to realize how many rotations the rock has.
Sit down.
Because the
just hear it
fewer
again, right? Back up.
rotations, the more the rock will curl. Merlin's got that back
Bite in the
12
back
weight.
house.
Right to
Perfect.
back house. Yeah, no. We're keep your weight up.
So you're always looking for about 3 to 4 rotations
Just know
when
that-
you think there's too much curl, like it's 5 feet
Help
or
yourself
6
to the
feet.
pitcher.
Yeah.
If you put 3 to 4 rotations on the rock, I'll pretty much
set it
guarantee
back.
you won't see more than 4 to 4
Mind
and
if
a
I
half
put this
feet
here?
curl.
I keep.
I always,
All
in
right,
this
thank
case,
you.
I'm always
That's what I
scared to
was
hit
doing.
these.
Hunter skipped half the game.
Why?
Because they're so far back there, and
Dexy will tell you just take a little more broom.
Whoa.
Well, it's true, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's got a rock's got to go further.
All right, go ahead. That's okay. Good.
Nice hit there. They are going to keep splitting the house, apparently, and try to force one.
Normal weight. Nice shot.
Oh, no, they got the hammer. I'm going to have that confused the whole time, I bet.
we should put a little diagram up on the glass.
Should be plenty.
Who's got hammer?
That too much?
Yeah.
That might be. It's got a hold.
Yeah. Clay came out of that hack pretty strong, and this rock is gliding down the ice, and it is going to go right on through.
To the back 12, shall we? Jeez, again?
Ah, this is unfortunate for the
You getting-
Orvik rink.
You getting tired, Jason?
Sit down.
Oh, it does bite.
Is it biting?
Watch Smitty, though. He'll move that rock and kick it out a little bit when no one's paying attention.
No, that
That's
one's not.
that's his style.
Yeah, he's a cheater.
Say it louder.
No, he's not. I'm kidding.
What?
Was there any controversy at the 9:45 games this morning? Like anything?
It's quick.
Not really.
I felt like I didn't throw that very hard.
Not that I noticed.
No, that's good.
Far below shook after 3 or 4.
Wow.
Yeah, Orvik had a couple huge ends.
Yeah.
Lovely shot.
I think that
Very nice shot out of Becca
Knows
Wood
that with,
there.
like, control, you think?
He's going to move to the Twin Cities. Why do you think people keep moving to the Twin Cities that are curlers?
Because of Terrapin curling, I think.
Is that why?
Yeah, no, probably because the ice is so good. There's so much opportunity.
Oh,
they should get on Tuesday here, because if you're a half-ass curler, you can't win a game on Tuesday.
Tuesday is a strong league here at the St. Paul Curling Club. Fine shot,
Nice shot
by Clay Orvik. He sticks around. I think that red yellow rock is definitely biting from my angle here.
Get at it, kid.
It looks out actually up above. You're right, Paul, but I think it might be biting, especially because Craig Zabotnik put these houses in, and they can be a little screwy.
A little crooked, yeah.
Yeah, a little crooked. So
I was trying to get him to repaint, because you notice like where the center part is, it's kind of white there.
Yeah, that's vinyl. That's not paint.
Yeah, well, they should do something, because it looks kind of ugly for the broadcast.
Well, you get a little air under there, and it doesn't take much, and that comes up like that and shows. And you can see it on sheet 4. Oh, this is going to hang around.
Nice. That was a nice sweep, Merlin. He got one broom in there.
Yeah. Everybody's looking at that yellow rock, and they're going to have to put a biter stick on it. I'd get that baby out right now.
Comes down to it, we might have to put a biter bar on that.
Oh, jeez. Clay just said exactly what I said.
Well, don't worry about
Well, I thought it was well out, like 2 inches out.
the blanket we're swinging.
Wow, they think it's
Shouldn't
out.
you be here?
I don't know. It looks out, but that's a different angle, right? And everybody's looking at it closely, so I don't even know if they can really tell.
Normal hit?
Like I said, though, with Zabotnik's crookedness, that could easily be in or out. You never really know. He's left eye dominant, I think. So
I'm left eye dominant.
Are you? We talked about that, I think, last broadcast. This rock's got to hang around, which it should. It's a nice weight, nice rock. Oh, nice no, he is going to roll out to the inside. That's going to take away our biter. Oh, no, he's going to draw. Oh, I like this kid style. He is playing it aggressive. He's going to draw right down to that. Am I talking too loud?
No. I just switched the mics.
That's super close.
Yeah.
Smitty says it's really close. Now he decides to hit it. I think if it would have for sure been out, he would have definitely thrown the draw.
I think it's out, but it's too close to. Yeah. I think it's out, but it's too close to even. You get a ring that's a quarter of an inch off or something.
Quarter of an inch.
Yeah, you could hear him, right? That's what we were talking about. Well, he knows the Zabotnik too, so
yeah,
definitely could be a crooked house.
Yep. Clean.
Clean.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good shot.
Nice shot. Smitty's on his game so far.
That was too close. I couldn't leave it sit there. I wish.
Smitty and Clay have a little cantankerous relationship as well, actually.
Yeah, so he's looking at somebody.
Yeah.
Positive?
Yeah, Smeeto's sitting right here with us. Smeeto knows all about this, actually. I think Smeeto was with him when they got in a little confrontation.
Yeah, roll out his
curling
flank.
one night. I think it was at in Rice Lake. It was here in St. Paul. Yeah.
I just wonder about.
Like, was it
Well, we're not going to go into the
good-natured?
story, but
next
no,
time, or-
it was
not
they
good
got a
natured?
little upset with one another, and they've kind of held a chip on their shoulder since. But you know, they're both curlers, so. And my dad always told me, he said, you know, if you don't have any enemies, you don't have any character.
Yeah, I say something similar. If everybody likes you, you're boring.
Right, right. So I've got a lot of character, actually.
Mark Wilmert said he's got that covered.
Yeah, he's got some character, that's for sure. Even the guys that like him don't really like him. No, that's mean. That's not true. Steve Gilla is looking to blank the end, and he throws a peach of a rock, and they do hold the hammer going into the third end. And this end, we're going to get a nice little.
Throw 3 rocks. John's
we're
out
going to time
looking
the
at
ice.
somebody's
We're going to talk a little bit more about.
Dr. Miller exited the ice.
Probably had to poop.
He can jump back in whenever he wants. So whatever you guys want. If you want to play 3-3-2, whatever.
Oh, is he sick?
Sorry.
Everything's good?
Yeah, he's okay. He's going to go to the ER, so I can play. Yeah.
Going to the ER.
Tim Doherty had something wrong with his eye, and our lead is a doctor.
Sorry.
So he went out to check on him.
Wow, it's a good thing we got this mic'd.
So we weren't sure if he was going to continue or what the deal was.
Well, they said, well, you guys could hear that if you're watching.
No, he just went to look
another
at
curler
whoever was having
from
an
St.
issue.
Paul was having an issue with his eye, and as we mentioned, Dr. John Miller is helping him, taking a look at it.
And I guess he's going to the ER.
Now he's going to go to the I'm glad it's not John that's going to the ER.
Got something in his eye? Or?
So it's Doherty on sheet 2.
You know, the lateral side of the quad is all sort of balled up. I think he might have ruptured it.
Ooh.
So he's going to go, he's going to go to an ER.
All the way in.
What did I
I hope
miss?
he's okay.
All the way in.
He's got to go to the ER, though.
Bring it in.
Yeah, because I don't think he was going to go to an urgency room.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clay's looking up at us like we have answers.
It's really hurting. The joint's fine. Joint space is fine. Patella's fine. Oops.
So he's just got to get something reattached.
I think, the muscle is just
A lot of medical talk on the ice right now.
Yep.
So much
I
for
think that they
limiting
call
your
that
exposure
trilateral
on the
weakness.
hits here.
Trilateral.
Bilateral. That's
Bilateral.
what Mauer had. Bilateral.
Oh,
like
yeah. And then his wife had twins, and they said she had. Oh God, what was it?
You have twins or triplets? I thought
twins.
You got it.
John with a nice hit. They're playing a lot of rocks in the house. I think the leads. I don't know if Smitty had called that rock in the house. He probably did. He has that 1 point lead. They're holding about 4.5 feet or
so who's got the hammer?
room out there. Merlin and Gittila still have the hammer. They did blank the last end. I'm getting that figured out slowly but surely. This one is a little tight, and they are brooming it.
Line's good. Just do it.
Yeah,
I think they got to keep going.
Hard.
That rock's going to curl and curl pretty good. With real nice weight.
Go, 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 go. Touch the board, bud. Oh, 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 oh.
Real nice weight, but it is
Great
going to
shot. Too much. Not
curl
enough room.
just a little too much. Give that a little tap wouldn't be a bad idea.
There you go.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like that draw.
What do we decide about draw weight, guys? It's a little quick, right?
It's quick,
Yep.
yeah.
They're talking about the quick ice, but they haven't called out any numbers. I don't think any of these guys time rocks or split times or anything. They just totally play on feel.
Looks like a lot, doesn't it?
It's classic.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot.
Line
It's
only.
very
Sorry about
zen-like.
that. I
Might
had
need to hit something.
step out.
As you can hear him say, it looks like a lot. They don't, instead of saying,
It is?
it's a 3.5 or it's a 9.10 or something like that. They just say it looks like a lot. And guess what? They were right. It was a lot.
I usually time, when I play in the 40 plus with Brad Clawson, I usually time how long it takes him to leave the ice, get a beer, and come back. He's pretty fast.
He can be, yeah.
Sorry.
It depends
Right.
on if he's winning or losing.
It's real quick,
Yep.
though.
It's
And by
quick.
how much?
Right. Right.
Come back, come back.
I think.
I don't think we're sticking around.
Well, we
Well,
got a
maybe
little
Merlin
roll
take
out
us out
there,
here, huh?
which is just fine. We'll see
Yeah,
if
sorry about
Mr.
that. It's
Gillo
really
wants to
light
continue
quick.
hitting, or is he going to draw down to that red rock?
Yeah.
They do have hammer. Maybe give it just a
Maybe you
little
ought to just
tap.
give me hits.
No, he's going to hit and roll.
We're a team here.
Can't make a draw, so
See
throw
if
a
they
hit.
can't
I
get
feel
a miss.
exposed on draws.
First rock at the end, hit.
Second for
Nothing to hit.
Smitty did have a little tough time with his hits in the last end, but maybe make him throw another and see how it goes. Merlin with a quiet weight.
Yeah.
It's curling up on him a little bit, but it's going to definitely stay in the house. Nice shot.
I was
Merlin.
expecting that to move more, but it didn't.
Good shot.
It's nice ice. You know, you get a little of that good normal weight. 10-second hog to hog, 9-second hog to hog weight. It's going to hold its line just fine.
I've noticed this year curling here a couple nights a week, the ice is crooked.
Sort of set it up.
Crooked.
Yeah, it's a little lower that side of the house.
Yeah. It's a tough place to make ice, the St. Paul Curling Club. It's an old barn out there in the arena that has rotten insulation.
Did it used to be a barn?
Pardon?
It used to be a barn?
Well, it's built basically like a barn.
Like a barn, yeah.
And it's a terrible place to try and make ice. Craig does a great job of it. There's constant airflow down onto the ice. The ceiling's too low.
We should be switched.
It's a very, very, there's no insulation in the walls. It's tough. I'd like to see him make some improvements.
I'll just bump you.
It's dirty because of the aluminum ceiling. The drafty
T?
above it.
No, that's. I think it's all there.
It's a draw by Merlin down to their back yellow one that's sitting just outside the house.
Really quick.
And it is gliding right now.
Well, we're in poor Jason out.
I know.
And that one glid right through the house. Now's a good time to get a time. Let's see what we get here. Throw another draw in that same spot.
Yeah, this will be the if they hit it, it'll be the perfect timing shot.
So
I'm gonna say we're at 26 seconds out there.
Yeah, I was thinking more like 25-8.
Well, that's pretty close. There we go. With Becca Wood, the third for Smitty. Go. She's coming out with a draw. Boy, they're not sweeping draws at all because of the nature of the ice and its speed right now. We'll get a hog to hog here. We're at 13-6 hog to hog, and that is going to easily go right through the house at 13-6. Probably looking for about a 14.
It is just fast.
3 or 14-4 hog to hog,
Okay.
which translates to darn near 26-second ice. Probably 25-8.
Miller, switch.
Another draw here. We'll get someone to
They're
throw
going to
it.
strategically switch here.
That's for the power sweeping. Here comes Clay Orvik. His pink polo.
We need a bump.
That's still too heavy, you
I think that's too heavy, buddy.
There's a lot of yellow in that back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
He's curling hard.
Yeah,
I can't see
yep.
the stone to get this.
Hard,
There,
guys.
I got it.
Hard for the line at this point.
There's a
We're back at T.
14-25.
We're back at T.
They're sweeping it a little bit just for the line. So 14-25, and we're in the back of the, behind the tee, but in the house.
Yeah.
So I thought you were more than that, but man, it just.
Overall, right in there. 14-25 is definitely definitely close to 26-second ice. 25 easily. You know you got some quicker ice going when you don't see any guards up hardly. Everything's in the house. People have a hard time throwing guards.
Whoa!
Hit out of Becca Wood here. She's going to just tick that and roll out.
The no sweep.
I'm sure Merlin will call that same draw shot here. Clay threw his first one in. I think this one probably will be a little better. Clay
What'd you say? More room, right?
makes good adjustments.
Yeah.
Here he comes. And away we go. I'll see if we can get a time on this one as well. Again, not sweeping.
It looks kind of slow to me.
I can't see the stone. There it goes. There we got a 14-7. And that rock is going to come right near the tee. Wow, it is really gliding. That's all at 26 seconds, folks. That's great ice. That's world-class speed right there. It is.
World class.
World class.
Well, you know, a Big Spiel, it's a big deal.
That's true.
They have good ice. That's good technique there.
That guy in Wauwatosa? Is that what you're talking about?
What?
The guy slide out from Wauwatosa. Did you see his slide?
No.
It was beautiful.
Oh.
He had the drag foot out like 90 degrees. Just doing the old dogtail. Smitty coming out in his black vest. All balled up, leaving his knee on the ice.
Yeah.
Looking for a little run out.
I learned once when I first started curling that if you wear jeans, you're not supposed to put your knee on the ice.
Why?
Well, you may or may not remember, but you were the ice maker here when I first started curling, and I was talking to you afterwards, and you said, God, someone on Tuesday night on sheet 2 or something knelt down and they were wearing jeans. I can tell because there was fibers. And I was like, that was my team. You posted it on Facebook too.
Yeah, there's usually some dandies after you guys would curl. Some knee marks, fibers, and fingerprints.
You know what? That's what it's danger makes it.
Well, I call it job security.
Oh, Mr. Farbelow has joined us.
Wonderful. Here comes Steve Gilla throwing a draw. It looks a little aggressive.
Who's Mr. Feifel Pfeffer?
Gives it a little add, a little pop, a little
push
extension, and I think that little add is gonna.
It's got very little handle. It's just kind of floating.
Yeah, not a lot of rotation. Trying to hold it.
Go back, go back.
Hold it on that line. Oh, he does. He uses his backing there, and he gets a biter out of it.
Throw some heat behind this one.
What did I miss?
Oh, he missed a
What did I
dandy
miss?
on sheet 4. I think he made a nice run back double. Something
Quad?
like that.
We're
Triple?
not gonna get cute with it.
Quad.
We'll blast it.
Quad?
That's what they said.
Ah, blast it. I'm gonna throw some weight at it. Nose is fine, but
It might have
your
been
side
one.
nose, if anything.
Those Tosa curlers, those guys are tough.
You're a hero, though.
Well, I think we're going to end up with another blank end here. Smitty's going to execute this hit. Probably try to stick around, I would think.
He's got to come over.
He's got the.
Oof.
Got spilled everything. Nice shot, and I'm sure Steve's just going to
I was a little worried. I got
throw this one through the house. And you know, sometimes it's not a bad idea, although it's an odd end, so I wouldn't do it. But when you're having trouble scoring with the hammer, sometimes it's not a bad idea to take your one, and especially if it's like the fourth end or something, and you know, tie the game up. You get the hammer back for the even ends is kind of the idea, but you can play a lot more aggressively when you're trying to steal. Get that guard up, or those two, especially now with the 5 rock rule, get a couple of those good guards up, and then you really start to come in behind it if they're throwing their corner guards. You can just play the game more aggressively, and that'll kind of get you off the schneid.
100%.
That's if they can throw a guard.
All right.
Yeah, right.
They can't beat us if they don't score, right?
You can hear Smitty saying they can't beat us if they
Wise
don't score.
words. Carl Ball has joined the web stream.
Oh my God.
Did it again.
Carl was coaching some Chaska kids this morning. He's got a team of young lads that'll be playing in the U18 National Championships in Chaska in March.
That's cool.
They let us have the USCA let us have a home team because we're hosting. So we haven't had a junior program going for about 2 years now. It's very well attended. Carl runs that with my beautiful wife, Joanne. Very successful, 50, 60 kids.
Take a look, take a look.
Starting to spiel a little bit. It's fun.
My daughter
So I
quit
think I know
curling
what my
this year.
job is.
She just
Flash it.
didn't like how her dad went about his business, or
She thought I was drinking too much at junior events. She thought it was embarrassing.
I wouldn't
And
mind
were
not
you?
hitting.
No, I mean not
too much.
excessive.
I like-
Too much. Were you drinking or were you just drinking? I mean, there's a difference.
Rather than the corner guard? Okay. And my weight's been spot on, so I think we got that.
Here we're getting a little more aggressive. John Miller is going to throw in. I can get a better time coming this way. I can see the rock much better, so I'm going to time this rock hog to hog and overall. John is a great lead. For those of you that don't know, John Miller loves playing lead. has wonderful, wonderful draw weight. We got a 14-8, folks. And that is barely swept, and it is right to the tee line, and another fine shot. And we're at,
Same way.
yes, all of 25 and a half to 26 seconds. We'll stop timing now. It's wonderful speed. I see you have some Purell wipes, alcohol formula, 99%, causing germs. It will knock those germs right out.
Make
Why
sure
do you
it's
have
to it.
these around? Is
Yep, yep.
I knew you were going to be on the mic, and I like
Looks okay,
sanitizing
you know
it. Since
Thanks.
you're not.
It's a good idea.
No, actually, I do that because the, like Clay, for instance, he's got the wire going underneath his shirt. It's all sweaty.
All right.
So I like to clean that off because
Great shot. Great sweep. Great sweep.
I think they need to draw in under here one more time with John. He just threw the shot, so another draw right to his yellow rock would be nice. That's good too. He shoulders the red one, but I like it right on the yellow one. They've got a perfect back
Rethinking,
guard.
Reset. And same thing.
Got to use that term again.
I find that term irritating. It's not really guarding anything, isn't it?
Well, it's guarding the yellow rock from being removed.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Could it be called backing?
Well, yeah, but if you're kind of a hip curler, you know, like, you know, all the hip curlers call like, give me sort of down up weight
Or
with
miss on the pro side, miss?
miss on the pro side. What else do they say? They say, give me, you know, give me kind of peel, but not really. I just call it sensible weight. I think we talked about that.
Normal.
Sensible weight. I
Sensible
like that
weight
term.
for
Yeah.
this shot. Yeah. So, well, what do you want me to throw? Just throw
Yeah, we
sensible
could've
weight.
just-
I want you to
even if
throw
we
the right
cornered that
weight.
front red, we would have been better off.
So John came just a
The old
touch
man
heavy
too, he was
there.
calling-
Yep,
he was
yep, yep.
calling sweep the weight.
Don't think they can make the double, but
It's really moving.
he's gonna miss his shot, but he might make it on the wrong side. Yeah,
Good. Just fine.
that worked out actually quite well for him. Plan B, as they like to say.
Thanks.
Steve Agitla in the house now as Merlin's going to throw second rocks. And I like this call. They got to remove that red rock and try to sit over there. And what you want to make sure you're not doing is giving them a double as best you can. Just going to throw sensible weight here for the broom that's been laid down. I'm trying to get that term used like in the big show, sensible.
Isn't this the big show?
Well, this is the big spiel, but not the big show.
Oh, so you're thinking Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Yeah, throw the ball.
Ryder Cup, you know, put
In
it
our own, aren't we?
sensibly.
Old man's colorblind.
Ooh, what a shot on sheet 6.
The old man's colorblind, he says.
Is that what you guys called?
Whoops.
Because I would have preferred to hit that one.
Merlin also threw his a bit wide. He took out his own stone and sat with the shooter, but it's going to allow Smitty.
No good one.
That's another good
That's,
term.
yeah, throw a good one.
Just throw a good one.
Normal.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want me to throw? We'll throw a good one that's sensible. Okay.
I think all those terms that people use, particularly for club level curling, can get confusing, and that people don't really know what they mean.
Whoa!
Like I was calling a game and I asked for hack weight the other day, and they just threw like this heck of a takeout weight, and I was like, well, what was up with that? And it's like, well, you wanted hack weight, and I'm like, yeah. And they're like, I was like, go through the hack, and he's like, that's what hack weight means. And I was like, yeah, no, that's not what that means.
Right. You're right about that. Yeah. You know you're curling.
Well, I'm waiting for. There's a new shot that I've named. I'm waiting for it to come up here.
Okay.
That I think.
I was just trying to
You're not
remind him
going to
to throw a
say
good
it
one,
until
not
it
that
happens.
one.
Well,
He's
no,
good.
it's like so you know what a pair of pants is,
Great
right?
sweeping,
Right.
Andy.
So I think they
Andy,
should
you're
call
just
that
killing it
con
over there.
huevos.
Are you on steroids?
Con huevos.
Drug testing after your
Means
game,
with
just so you
eggs,
know.
but Spanish slang that
He
means
makes
with
everything,
balls.
just so you know.
Yeah, he is.
Con
I curl
huevos.
in the league,
I've been
he's
calling
about
my
95% every
nephew
week.
that because he's a skateboarder.
Yeah.
He does all these crazy tricks. I call him con huevos.
Merlin is struggling with his hits all of a sudden, and that rock ran dead straight for some reason. Interesting what happened there.
Yeah.
That one did not move. Might have found a little spot out there, but we're going to have to throw a nice draw here. Smitty now sitting 2 in the house without hammer, and he's really going to force the issue
just
here.
Actually, I don't know.
Come down into the
I was thinking
house.
about Doherty's
top
quadriceps.
12.
It's sort of balled up. There is something wrong with it. I was thinking he could have been just a.
John Miller's still talking about the quadricep of the curler that he was looking at.
That he really takes his
balled up
Hippocratic oath.
Right here, just here.
Gets out of a curling match to go help someone. That's.
Take a look, take a look.
This rock moving across the center
Just
line.
here.
Here it comes.
Line's
Looking
great.
for top 12. It's all there by itself. It's going to come right down into that 4-foot actually and allow a nice, pretty simple.
Nice.
Ooh, hey, we might see a triple here. Yeah, Merlin's lining it up, and I think it's there. A nose hit triple could be happening on sheet 5, or a Beetle Breezer. If it's a Beetle Breezer, I'm going to have another. Here it comes. Out.
They're right on it.
They are sweeping hard. They're holding it nicely. And we might. He just got a little bit. If he'd have been on the nose, he'd have got them all. But nice shot by Clay.
Oh, nice try, Steve-O. Good shot, Clay.
Nice shot
Good
by
shot.
Clay. And good sweeping by Steve Gittila for sure.
That's when it helps to have a little weight.
Smitty looking to split the house here with an in-turn draw from Becca Wood. Force 1.
Right here.
Definitely don't need a guard. They'd like this
Go
in
ahead,
the
yep.
house, and this is gonna make the house. Really nice weight out of Becca.
Yep.
We call that sweeping weight. Yeah.
Hard, gotta go, get it in.
Burn out those sweepers.
Hard,
Gotta get it in.
hard, go, lean on it, lean on it. Okay,
Come on,
great,
guys, come on,
great
guys, get
sweep.
there.
Great sweep.
Great sweep, you
You
guys.
guys tired yet? Hey, I feel good back here, just so you guys know.
Smitty's having fun down there.
I'm feeling fresh.
You're not tired?
I'm not gonna help out sweep.
Okay.
I might break a sweat on accident.
Well, yeah, you take your hat off if you do.
No.
All right.
So good luck, Charm.
Smitty's got his Chaska Curling Center hat on. It's classy.
It seemed like when I just looked at the board, it looked like Chaska curlers did pretty decent.
Oh,
did
that-
it? Right? Did it?
another miss on a hit. That's the third miss
I hope I'm done.
Yeah, you
with
He said it hit something.
third miss on a hit for the Team Orvik, and John Miller thinks it might have hit something and took a right turn on him, or a left turn actually.
Not over.
And that was a Beetle
It's not
Breezer.
over.
So cheers to anybody having a Beetle Breezer. I'm having
Oh,
one.
gotta be buried, though.
Forces
That's
here,
probably
we're fine.
Or a
so
beer.
I'd be one out here. Hit and roll under. Then I'm playing a straight run.
We could come up with a new name, the Orvik.
We're okay with that?
They're gonna go around it.
Let's think about that
Oh
one.
yeah, but
How about
No, we don't want to tease him too. Well, we do. We like teasing Clay. He deserves it. Yeah.
okay with that.
It's like the Orvik.
Bartender
cute.
Tim
Yeah.
Martin suggests the Orvik Breezer is what?
Nice is nice.
Neat.
top 8-ish? Top 12?
Warm.
Scotch. Scotch.
I've just gotta be in the
tomato
house
juice,
for
yeah.
once.
Warm and neat.
The ice is nice. The ice is
Oh,
nice.
got some jazz hands going from the Wauwatosa.
Clean it, she's saying. I think she's saying clean the ice. Or she said we look nice. One of the two. I don't know which one she said.
Scotch and tomato juice. Well, Smitty's in a good mood and he's smiling a lot because he's got a 1-point lead. He's throwing a nice draw here, very soft weight, but it is carrying. He puts a little bit of an ad on that rock.
Wow, this ice is fast.
Similar to Steve. And away she goes and through, and he's
Sorry,
commenting how quick it is out
quick.
there.
Do you think it's quick, or you just threw it too hard? Seems like you could very easily say, like, oh, the ice is quick, that's why. It had nothing to do with my weight.
He did throw it too hard.
Yeah, precisely.
No.
Clay looking for another draw down to this back. Red stone in the back 12. Funny enough, this is Steve Gittila throwing a yellow rock, and he's looking to lock it on
Guys, you mean Clay.
the number 5 red stone,
I'm
which
pretty much
has
gonna see
his
Clay's
dad's
ass about
name
halfway
on
down,
it,
aren't you?
Art Gittila.
Is Art Gittila the singer?
He was.
He's not. He's dead?
No, he's Art Gittila?
Yeah, he doesn't sing?
Well,
Once a singer, always a singer.
oh, okay. I didn't know that. What if you stop singing? You're still a singer?
Oh, he doesn't sing at all?
I don't know. You didn't answer my question.
You're right, buddy.
If you stop singing, if you
Yes!
like
Once an alcoholic, always an alcoholic kind of thing?
like Julie Andrews stopped singing because she lost her voice, like she had some surgery.
Right.
I would still consider her a singer. Former, maybe. I don't know.
All right.
Nice shot.
Nice weight out of Steve. He is sitting shot. He didn't quite get it on top. He's going to allow for a pretty simple hit from Smitty, and he doesn't really care if he loses his back one. He just wants to make sure he keeps the shooter. When's Becca Wood going to move to the Twin Cities? Did you get any of that information?
No. No, she's trying to decide what club to base her operations on.
I'm going to try to.
Well,
Not going to get cute with it, though.
I don't know anything other than what Jason just said that this morning. I don't.
is she independently wealthy? Like she could just move anywhere?
Well, if she would, she'd move to Chaska for sure.
Whoa.
Well,
Right?
It's a beautiful area.
Yeah, because that's where all the.
The sun shines like 320 days a year down there.
Yeah, and it just kind of rotates around.
Around Chaska.
Yeah.
Everything rotates around Chaska.
That's okay.
The unicorn
Looks
comes
much
out,
the same as it did last
trots
time.
around, and frolics in my backyard.
I've never seen a unicorn.
They when the utility bill comes, they leave a lollipop in your mailbox with the utility bill.
That's when you jam it.
I was like, oh, you have 20 seconds to play with.
Well, Steve's got to throw another draw here, and they gave him a little bit more broom this time.
Hopefully he takes into account that the ice is fast.
He did last time. He threw really nice weight. So we'll see what he throws here. And I bet he'll be right in there. Hopefully, if they got the broom right, he will lock on top of there, and we'll see. I know Smitty will still hit it. Even if he's locked on there perfectly, Smitty's going to blast. They got to go. They're all three sweeping out there, as you can see.
I never do that. I don't think it helps.
Yeah, they don't think it really helps the third guy, but
It makes you feel good, though.
Oh, I can't believe it.
a little bit light.
16-3.
Should I go get the AED?
One yellow. One yellow. Yeah, one yellow.
Yeah, it's 1 yellow. Good sleep, you guys.
Cleansing breath, Clay. Cleansing breath.
Now, so you were thinking that Jason was going to hit that out.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I
truly
had the
can't.
wrong hammer.
I left you for dead.
Again. Yeah.
I was
I
gonna
forgot
go
who
over
had
the
hammer there.
in the sixth.
That's all
I
right.
didn't know how many rocks were left
Oh, I
either.
did it again.
I was
got
with
that
you.
stupid mic.
I'm not really paying attention to the curling.
I left early.
Yes, you
if
are.
You
I've
noticed.
been having too much fun just chatting with you, like usual.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I ate some of your
was
pickled
he
northern. Yes,
talking about?
Tim Martin
Shoe
makes
ass-
the best pickled northern on earth.
Spring Northern?
No, well they were kind of early summer northern.
All right, now I'm freaked out.
I always think that
What's
the
the weight?
later summer Northern gets a little squishy, but Spring Northern is perfect.
Not in Birch Lake, where Tim's cabin
Oh
is.
boy, oh boy.
They're always.
Little Akimbo.
Is it Spring-fed lake? What does that mean? A dammed river.
The Dam River.
I actually caught the other day. I caught a 19-pound northern.
The other day, you're ice fishing?
No, it was up in the mountains. I'm playing a video game.
Ah.
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2. They have fishing, so I'll be out going after
That's
some
great,
bandito,
Judge.
and
I
I'll
think
see
if I
a
don't touch
fish
it,
in the
right?
river, and I'll just stop,
Catch it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
so big
yeah.
I had to wrap it up and put it on the back of my horse.
Do you 19-pound northern's big. Even
Yeah.
in a video game, that's
This
big.
is okay too.
Yeah, while I was catching it, an 18-pounder floated dead down the river next to me.
Really?
Glitch. Yeah, I could have done a lot of pickled northern with that.
Well, the excellent sweeping
There, that's what I'm playing
did
right
carry
there.
that rock into shot position
It's not just
for Team Jitala
Yep.
and Orvik.
Yep,
Now
yep,
Clay's sweating. Yeah,
Hard.
I knew he would be. And it is a tie ball game after 4, 1-1.
That's
This is
fine,
really
good.
kind of a boring game.
Yeah,
I don't know if we could. Last night, I got a funny story for you.
I'll be the judge of that.
In Chaska,
I got to go to the bathroom.
Steve
after this.
Pater and Don Pitlick and Mike Davis and Fancy Ray, Bruce
guard.
Raywalt played in Chaska. And matter of fact, Fancy Ray's standing behind us right now. They scored 13 points and lost.
Wow.
It's not easy to do. There was 2 5-enders and a 6-ender
I think a little.
in the game. It was very entertaining. Way more entertaining than this game, I can promise you that.
Yeah, and you know, actually the mic'd people aren't really, you know, they're not like stirring it up. They're not
Better.
like,
We're still gonna have to sweep.
Clay
Yeah.
said he was going to
Yeah.
sing.
Whoa,
Hold it, hold it.
whoa, Becca, switch.
Well, she kind of got that one started. She turned it in on her intern, dumped it, really curled hard.
Hard, keep it going.
I like that term, getting it started.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Not a real clean release on that one, and I think she knows it. It'll be all right. They got some nice corner guards set up here, though. Oh, wait a minute. They don't have a hammer. Dang it. Jason has some nice corner guards set up. Looks like the Patriots are just killing the Chargers. 38 to 14.
Team Doherty is on sheet 2.
Who's asking that?
Cheryl Ross.
Back to sheet 5, where the important game is. Nice draw by Merlin here. This looks like it's going to turn out to be a peach.
Yeah, the first one was a 4. The second
Easily
was
by
a
the
3,
guards, curling down in there,
3, 7.
right into the 4-foot. Very nice shot.
Yeah, kind of behind that
No,
clump.
no.
Yeah, got it behind all the guards, but unfortunately just behind the tee line.
That's all I can handle right now.
Keep your weight up.
Jason trying to run some of these guards out of the way, though, since he does have the hammer. Here in the 5th end of the Big Spiel.
He is, isn't he? His cheeks are the color of his shirt.
They should have some sort of a minimum score. You can't win unless at least you get 5 points.
Yeah, they just keep playing until they do.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Ran some rocks out of there.
Good.
Yeah, mostly red rocks.
Yeah, still got 2 corner guards up, but now we got 2 dead
That's good. Now the cluster's gone.
set square from each other,
cluster,
directly across
like
from each
cluster
other, and
guards.
just behind the
When we
tee
have
line
hammer.
on each side of the 4-foot. And they're going to guard shot rock, which is the one to the right as we're looking at it. A biter would be perfect here. Just biting the top 12. Would be real nice. See if Merlin can throw that soft weight.
I like guards,
Away it
but not that
goes.
cluster when we have hammer.
They're not sweeping. Merlin's got a real soft handle. That's, I don't even think he has 2 rotations on that thing. Not yet, anyway. It's about 1.5.
Just dives right there.
Yeah, well, that's because of the rotation.
Good shot.
Or not lack thereof, I should say. And on this kind of ice, if you're not rotating it, it is going to curl a lot.
It's not my first rodeo.
It's got a lot of speed, for one, which allows that rock more time to curl.
Open it up. Open it up. Open it up.
Smitty looking to rip another yellow guard
I gave
out
up
of the
right
way.
when it was out of his head.
We talked about getting rid of that hammer,
I was
which
so
Merlin
thrilled
and
he did, too.
Steve did in the fourth end when they were forced to one. And now
Now you know how
They
I
got
feel.
that
fifth
rock
end
out.
and the stealing end is shaping up just like we talked about. They're playing it more aggressively, and you might see it steal here.
Hey, I guessed right.
Well, they certainly are set up that way.
They certainly are. And if they're just going to keep replacing that guard and replacing that guard, hoping that the Smith rink doesn't make a double.
See, that's biting, isn't it, Steve?
Yep. I think I was touching it.
This one looks a little narrower than the last. It's going to curl. Needs a little bump on his other yellow guard up there. Whoa, guys. Whoa, guys.
Cheryl says she's got.
Whoa, guys. Whoa. Oh, that's fine. That's a nice shot.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Cheryl is talking to us from Ontario, Canada.
Who's Cheryl? Who?
Cheryl Ross. She was the one that was worrying about Doherty
she a
and
doctor?
Clawson. I don't think she's a doctor. I don't know. If she were a doctor, I'm sure it would say so on YouTube. I wonder where in Ontario.
Total dill hole. Just
I'm going to guess. How do you pronounce that? Mississauga?
Mississauga?
Mississauga.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
That's a suburb of Toronto, right?
I think she's from Dryden.
Dryden?
That's what they always say on the radio up at our cabin. Dryden weather.
Who's their hockey player? Wasn't he a goalie? There's a Dryden. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Nobody watches hockey.
Well, I don't watch much pro sports anymore. I'm getting old, kind of crotchety.
Only pro sports I watch religiously are the Vikings, the Timberwolves, the Twins, and the Wild.
Good.
Huh.
Grab that one.
I don't actually watch much Wild.
I like to gamble on pro sports.
Oh, Bayfield. It's north of London.
Ah.
I think I have relatives in London,
She's not
Ontario.
far from. I was born in Detroit, Mrs. Ross. Or is it Ms. Ross? That's another good. Mrs. Robinson. Ooh.
Okay.
Dirty talk out of Willie Farbolo. Yeah.
just impolite.
They're replacing the guard once again. We're kind of getting away from the game. We're having more fun just talking about other stuff. Here it comes. Looking for a high guard, just a biter. And it looks like he's got it perfect without, never swept it at all. Perfect shot.
Wait, just
on
like
Clay
keep
Orvik.
going over and over.
Same way.
Cheryl is a Mrs.
Get in
by
front
the
of your
way.
broom,
Mrs.
shouldn't I?
Mrs. Ross.
Mrs. Ross.
Same way.
I'm sort of,
Wonderful.
And I gotta do this to let you in.
yeah.
And obviously a curler.
Why is that? Maybe she just likes watching web stream curling.
No, she's a curler.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Thanks for watching.
Close.
We appreciate it. How many folks are watching? Add the 0.
Yep.
590.
Going in, going
Wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
High ball, back here, good throw.
Becca almost made the double, and now there's a red guard up helping yellow, and I think he wants to come underneath that red one, which I kind of get, but I also like, either shouldering it or even a nice, even a higher one isn't such a bad thing.
Yeah, really, that's the only thing.
the tough
I don't
thing
care
about
what
the
he
high
throws,
guard
just not that.
is what? If you throw a high guard here, what happens?
I don't know. You could draw underneath it or you could run it
Right.
back.
They got the whole button to come to.
Yeah.
And Smitty's a pretty accomplished curler.
But what happens if you had it over a little bit?
Yeah, that would help. But then they get maybe tap their red one if you're not.
Yeah. So then
covering
shouldering
that.
it is probably the best.
Shouldering, I think, would be.
Or right behind it.
Or right behind it. Yeah.
You make it
throw one of those non-spinning
He wants
rocks.
a guard on this side of the redstone.
Sandbag yourself to the
Oh,
whatever.
Cheryl's husband and herself curled at the Winter Carnival Bonspiel last year.
Oh, fun. I bet they had a good time here at the St. Paul Curling Club.
Welcome everybody to the St. Paul Curling Club, located here in St. Paul, Minnesota,
USA.
USA.
If you just tuned in,
Well, he didn't hop up, so I think things are better.
we're
scores
calling,
tied 1 apiece.
and we're having Beetle Breezers. I wonder
One
if
of us
Cheryl-
is having Beetle
Does
Breezers.
Cheryl know what a Beetle Breezer is?
Yeah, tight guard.
Well, I don't know.
Is Mulville still watching? Mulville knows.
Yeah, he said that he likes prune juice in his.
Well, of course he does. He's old. Oh, don't want to line that up. And they came real close to lining that up. I don't know. They might have got enough separation between the two that it doesn't really line up, but they're taking a look at it. I don't think it's there, to be honest with you. But there's the drag effect.
I don't think that's good for business.
The drag
It's
effect.
actually thinner than it
Explain that to everybody, Mr. Listening.
Yeah. So if you've ever seen the show Knight Rider,
Probably.
so you have this car and there's your semi, and you pull up behind the semi, and then you lift up off the gas, and you get pulled by the semi.
That's the
Drag.
drag. You save a lot of gas.
Yeah.
Here, it's okay.
I'm pretty much
Well, the old man.
Okay.
Shake and bake.
maybe a little
Oh yeah, that's right. Talladega Nights. Yeah.
go a little bit more. Hey. One room.
Mr. Mulville says it's easy to see the people that have had Beetle Breezers
Feel like furnace.
because they have a
Try to hit that
pleasant smile on their face.
I'm smiling right now, Mike, knowing you're watching, buddy.
I was making fun of him on the mic, and apparently he didn't hear us. I think they should have speakers and pipe this into the quad.
So he is going to hit this top yellow rock and see if the drag effect occurs.
So they have to be touching to do that, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. Whoa.
He's got a real nice looking shot, and bang! But he is going to roll out. So here's your dilemma. They need to get that out of the house. Out of the house. No, it's biting, and Miller, Dr. John groans in disappointment.
Well, all you have to do is draw underneath there. That's perfect.
But do you guard it or do you split it to force him to one? What do you do? That's the big dilemma here.
Yeah, well,
So
first
you
off,
could guard
you got to
and
know
sit
who
two.
has the hammer. That's the first thing.
Who does have hands? Smitty
Guess
does.
that.
T-line.
Yeah, they're
Tuck
looking
it
to,
under as best we can.
I would split it.
yeah, I like this call, obviously. But you could sit, half 12 and be sitting 2 and guarding that rock that's biting the forefoot.
What you
Nothing
should
wrong
do
with
is you
that
should
either.
take out that biter and then roll underneath the cover. That's what you should do.
Yeah, well, no, he shouldn't.
Thank you.
You couldn't do that anymore.
It's pretty close to the same. I need some.
The score on the high wire event says sheet 2
Still okay.
is
3-1. Yellowstones.
yeah. So yeah, Grabowski and Hedstrom. I thought he was in curling.
Keep it even.
I don't know what color they are.
It's a good shot, Steve.
Bob Subbit.
Yeah, so they're red.
Same
Anything
way.
you want to say?
I said sorry, John.
Real thin, back up, real thin.
Yes.
I got to ask the sub a couple games, but I don't really like curling.
Let's make it
So,
double.
I said no.
I also, sheet 3, I guess, is
Same way.
4-3.
No blowouts. There's a 5-2 game on sheet 7. Everything else is a 1-point or 2-point game.
So Ingersoll is red. So Ingersoll is up 4-3 on sheet 3. I think.
Smitty
Yeah.
I could
looking
be
to
wrong.
remove, make a double here. It's going to have to be pretty skinny. I think he's got it. Oh,
Wow.
Yellow Rock sticks around. He was close. Hey, watch your
One
mouth.
yellow, yep.
Oh, he doesn't care now.
No, and a steal of one.
Why don't we all just look at it?
Is everything good? Are we sure?
Yeah.
I
They
was double
stole
checked,
back.
'cause I had kicked rocks before.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll
God,
just
I'm going to
try
take
to
a
dinner.
30-second break.
About twice a year I do that. Seriously, seriously. And usually it's in a critical spot.
Yeah, I'll have another orange soda.
I did it again.
Hit it thinner. No, we needed to hit it thinner. So either more broom, more sweeping.
Hey,
Might
good
go
end.
run and get another drink of water after
Good
this
end.
round.
Sorry.
If you're okay with that.
Underthrew it a little
First
bit.
point in the top 8.
I threw left way. That was my problem.
840, 840.
What was the first one?
I don't recall, but I timed it.
Oh, tracks are petering out.
As soon as I click it, I say it, and then I delete it, erase it from the memory,
Not
from the
much longer
stopwatch.
before you can quit.
Oh, Grabowski.
I don't know, so I was like, which part of the pie does it need to,
It's gotta go, guy.
Like, what's a pie? I'm like, it's a pie. Which pie do you want to hit? How thin of a slice? No, it needed to hit thinner.
So John throws his guard up nice and center.
Not terrible.
Hit too thick, so like grazed off the top of the
I like
second
that being the announcer is really the person that can look around and see, oh, what's the score on sheet 8? And then I got to look between the posts and try to guess. It's 4-3, by the way, on sheet 8.
What?
Line's good right here.
Yeah.
Take a look. Take a look.
You think it's there?
Yeah.
Great shot, Jen.
Pretty.
Yeah, so they get the corner guard up.
Thanks.
Well, anyway, so we really just have Scott here. We just kind of humor him.
What are we talking
Oh,
about?
oh, hey. Mr. Belvich is back.
Refreshed. What's going on out here? Now we got a little stealing action going on by the Orvik rink. That means Smitty's got a hammer.
Still.
And down 1.
Yeah, he's put up a nice guard on the side.
Yeah, they got a nice corner guard set up. What's this young lady's name from the Denver Curling Club?
Her name is Jennifer Niels.
Jennifer
Line's
Niels.
good.
And apparently, I think Jennifer and Michael or Mark have come here a couple years in a row.
Line's great.
You know these
Switch,
Denver
switch.
folks, they travel.
It's got plenty of steam.
Well,
They,
I think the flights are kind of so centrally located. I think the flights almost anywhere from Denver is cheap.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah, I don't think it's too bad. And they come to our Fire and Ice Bond Spiel in Chaska. You
Oh,
usually get
that sounds like fun. I wish I was
3 or 4
invited there sometime.
It's a tough one to get into.
Yeah.
48 teamer.
That is on, I think.
You could be our 5th.
Hey, are you going to Thunder Bay this year?
You know, I was supposed to go to Thunder Bay and it got canceled.
Because, you know, I was your 5th. I had lined up hotel rooms and
Until
everything.
someone tells you what side to go
canceled.
on.
Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it.
I am going to go to Duluth, though. I'm
Nice.
looking forward to that. I haven't curled in Duluth in quite a while, so that's going to be a blast. I love going to Duluth. Duluth's a great place to go hang out.
Are you
Do a
going to
little
curl the
curling.
international?
It's February
what we're
8th,
worried
9th,
about.
and 10th. I think it is there with the
Shit the guard, I
Copacetic
think.
International or something like
Oh.
that.
So at the same time?
I don't know. I think they combined the 2 spiels, actually. Something, maybe that happened. Another guard's up, and with the 5 rock free guards. Oh, well, this is the 6th rock here.
Yeah. Now that's
No.
almost a Cohen labels.
They can't hit it, though.
Almost.
Thank you.
Potentially.
Well, that's 5. Never mind.
Thank you. Orange pop, eh?
Yeah,
I like
soda.
that.
Orange soda.
Orange soda.
Little roll's okay. I actually like that
Is
best.
it delicious?
It's refreshing.
Is it?
Yeah.
And delicious?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not as good as a Beetle Breezer
Oh.
or a whiskey.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite whiskey?
Really hard, Jen.
I don't have favorites actually.
No?
I like them all.
Well,
I kind of agree with you there.
Roll the red one. Roll the red one.
Oh, too bad. He would have really preferred to get rid of 2 of those yellows.
Yeah.
Now you got
Locked
a
in the locker.
red guard up.
Okay.
Kind of tough. They're going to try and either tap it back or, yeah, they're going to tap that back. But, you know, another guard here. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it certainly makes it hard to get in there.
Oh, look what Mr. Clawson brought you.
This is for me?
Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm not drinking, but I will for this.
Sorry, buddy. Thank you, though. There you go. You're not drinking? There's the jester hat
Is
that
that
Mark
sweat-
Wilmer
is that
likes to wear
sweaty?
during his big spiel. Kind of stinks. It's a little
Attaboy.
yeah.
What for, Clay?
Here we go with the tap back by
You need a little bit of weight.
Merlin Orvik. Needs to curl. Needs to curl. Needs to curl. Here it comes.
I think he's
Here
going
it
to
comes.
he's going to get it.
He is going to tap it, and he's going to tap it behind the red guards, and it's going to be shot. Nice shot by Merlin.
It's a
Could
little
have tapped that
exposed.
about another 2 or 3 feet would have been good. Smitty's hoping his second here can come through a pretty tight port with board weight. Remove the yellow rock, roll under the yellow guard that's above the center line, or on the center line, above the 12-foot. Here it comes, but he kind of set that rock out, and folks, it ain't gonna curl back when you set it like that. And he's got well more than board weight.
Yeah, and it's going to stick there.
And it's going to act like, oh, it lined it up, though, pretty well.
Yeah.
Not bad, actually, for that. Smitty tells him it's a little heavy. They could try the tap again. I kind of like that because,
You're going to be on the other side, I think.
oh, he's going to draw the other side, which it's
I
not a
don't
bad
mind that.
call. I like the tap. I'd like to see
Sorry, I'm
something
talking
in
to
the
myself.
8-foot here.
We like that.
And they split it over there. He might even get the shooter in the 8-foot as well. A tough shot. But I like the call. The straight draw. I think he wants to do this. Steve would like to do the straight draw. Ooh, what was that?
You're going to be on the other side, Noah.
What's going on? What are you doing?
Little echo. I was just playing around.
Oh.
Trying to
No, you
make
don't.
Clayton sound like
Get the hell to the other
like God.
Like a god?
Like God.
Like God.
There's only one God, Scott.
No, there isn't. There's many, many gods.
Well done. That looks good.
Don't kid yourself about that.
Okay.
Play the tick if you can. Sorry, too late.
Clay is a little heavy here. He's going to go through the house,
I might clip it.
unfortunately.
No.
Ouch. That is not what they were looking for there.
Why didn't we play the split?
Now Clay wishes they'd have played the split, because that would have been perfect to wait for the split.
Woulda, coulda.
Yeah, should have.
Well, now I got to switch these precedent cocktails.
Well, the orange soda has gone away.
Now, did you deferred the drink that they got you to me? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes me feel really
I
good.
didn't need 2. I had a few last night. So.
How many? Jameson?
Oh, man.
I could tell by your pores.
They were delicious.
I like Jameson. It's sweet.
Yeah, it's kind of caramely.
Mm-hmm.
I was hunting pheasants earlier this winter.
Yeah!
And,
In the Dakotas?
no, we were here in Minnesota. Anyway, this is, let me finish my story. Here we go, our little run back onto the yellow.
Okay.
Nice shot.
Thank you.
Merlin's going to draw under these guards here, though. I would draw under the 2 red guards. Actually, there's 3 red guards out there. He's a little concerned about the line.
It's a great story about pheasants.
Good sleep, you guys.
We there was 5 of
That one
us,
may be
and 4 of us brought different bottles of whiskey, and we had a little whiskey tasting while we were playing poker.
That sounds
and
dangerous.
We all guessed. We had Jefferson's bourbon, Woodford, and then we had 2 whiskeys in JMO and Crown. and everybody guessed the JMO and the Crown, but then we all kind of were a little bit confused on the Jefferson and the Woodford, which was which. But Brian, my stepson who was with us, he nailed them. Bing, bang, boom, boom.
Yeah, he waxed me this year, by the way.
In curling?
Oh, like, beat me by like 10.
Yeah.
I told him not to tell you. Did he tell you?
Yeah, he just told me.
Yeah.
We curl together Thursdays here.
Sport.
I actually was thinking about organizing a whiskey club at St. Paul.
You should do that.
And I wanted to make it so that it was a membership, like you had to qualify to get in.
How do you qualify?
So you had to, like, it was a similar test. You'd have like 4 whiskeys, like very obvious Irish, Canadian, Scotch, bourbon. And you had to be able to say, like, just tell me what they are.
If it's the Irish.
And if you can figure those out, you're a member. If you can't, we'll laugh at you.
But you can still be a member.
But you can still, yeah, you have to pay twice as much.
Ah, there you go.
Because we're teaching you.
Now yeah. I think I could qualify for that one. And I join.
Huh?
If you want to do it.
Okay.
I'll even donate the first bottle.
Hopefully.
You probably couldn't afford the first bottle.
I was given a gift from Reuben Harris for getting him into the Curling Night in America that we hosted in Chaska. I snuck him in, and he brought me a bottle of 12-year-old Balvenie Doublewood. And that was fantastic.
The guy that I buy my cars, I get a lease every 3 years.
Yeah.
He puts a Balvenie Doublewood in the boot, in the trunk.
Yeah.
So that's like whenever I get my car home, I open it up and there's a bottle of whiskey. I'm like,
really,
I'll get another one from you.
I'm not a big Scotch guy, but that
You're
is
out of the
good
club.
Scotch. I love Scotch. My favorite Scotch is Dewar's.
That's a nice blend. They have a lot of famous Scotches in that.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, that's not the worst thing. He's got another rock. They left another guard up there, and that is not the worst thing at all. If you're going to steal, you only need to steal one.
What do you think?
Scott, if you had to think back, like just think in your head, like back to one game that would be more exciting than this game. Can you think of any?
I like that call better because I don't like this
When
one.
John scored
I don't mind
5 in
doing
the
that,
8th.
Or I don't mind this.
That was exciting.
I don't like that.
When John scored 5.
Like what?
In the 8th.
I don't like that stone.
Who's John?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, that was that was exciting. Yeah.
Or the draw.
I've already kind of forgotten about that. That actually happened. I thought it was a dream.
That was super fun and really awesome. But the best part about that is when the camera went to John and the look on his face after he knew. The look on his face was
priceless.
Priceless. Yeah, it was a really awesome thing.
Was that the one where he was afterwards with the media? They were singing. They sang karaoke together. They sang some song about. I don't know, some Southern rock song.
I missed that.
Oh, you missed out.
What's Smitty calling here? He's,
Give me more. Give me more, back.
I think he's
going to go through the port.
Is he going through the port?
Yeah, I'm going to throw like.
Oh, yeah, Cheryl Ross, the Beetle Breezer. Yeah, you might have missed the explanation, but there's a guy, curls in St. Paul, Kent Beetle, and he breezed a shot once or twice, and so they named a drink after him here. And Belvich, being not a kind person, always brings it up and drinks the Beetle Brazier. It's like cranberry juice, vodka, and
orange mango.
Juice. Orange mango.
Orange mango with a splash of cranberry. Yeah. And some people enjoy a white rum versus the vodka.
Yeah.
Oh, Smitty's rock is kind of holding out here. I think he was playing the double tap.
Yeah. You're right.
Now he's going to get a little inside roll off his outside rock.
That's fine.
And he's sitting in the back 4, back 8.
Yep.
Thankfully.
Oh, boy, he could draw down to that easily. I'm not sure why he's playing the tap here.
That was half.
I'd throw an out-turn draw right down
easily.
to that. Oh, Oh, no, that's easy. That guard is way up there, and he's behind the tee line.
I know what that feels like.
Oh, boy. I'd leave those two guards right there and draw right down to it.
Oh, from over here.
Yeah, the out-turn draw.
I was looking in the center, and I was like, what the hell are you talking about? But once again, the left knows best.
Yeah.
Are you left-handed?
No. But I am left-eye dominant.
You are left-eye dominant. You told me about it. How'd you figure that out?
I used to be in a 22 shooting, like a pistol shooting league.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I figured it out there really quickly. I never even thought about it, you know, but, you know, like I shoot a rifle like this, and, I mean.
You are left-handed then?
No, I'm right-handed.
Well, you just motioned to you shoot a rifle left-handed.
Yeah, because you have to line it up, you know. You can't line it up like.
So you do shoot left-handed.
Yeah. Which is a real benefit, because when you're hunting, deer assume that you're
they
right-handed.
should have stayed on that. Oh, no, he's still
not going
got
to be
the
bad.
angle. Oh, settle down.
Go back up.
Settle
Hard back
down.
up. Go. Hard.
Oh, it's close. I think it's red.
Another shot, right?
I don't know.
Really nice shot out of Steve there in the tap back. Again, I'd have thrown the out-turn draw.
It's close.
But that's why he's curling in the finals of the Big Spiel, and I'm not.
Play the draw. If I have the good line.
Did last year,
I like that a lot.
was Wilmerd in the finals last year?
I don't know.
So it's a draw.
I think so. And there was a big snowstorm.
Yeah, but
Was that this year, or was that the international? When was the?
Might have been 5 years ago.
There was some huge snowstorm.
That was the international a long time ago. We had like a 20-incher.
He needed to be calling line. We got to get that angle.
Yeah, it must have been later, because it was when the Vikings. It was a Vikings game, the Miracle, Minneapolis Miracle. No, that would have been right about now.
If we have good line, we can
Yeah,
pull it up.
because it was a Sunday.
The Minneapolis Miracle
Yeah,
would be if the Vikings actually won a Super Bowl.
Well, what do you got? 2 ends
Straight draw.
yeah. I have a bottle of wine, Bud Grant Cuvée, that I bought about 20 years ago at the Cook liquor store
Yeah.
for like $6.
Yeah.
I've been keeping it. I bring it out every year for the Vikings season, and then when they lose, I put it away. But when they win the Super Bowl,
You're gonna
opening that up.
Whoa.
Bud Grant, very overrated coach. Great guy,
Whoa.
super nice guy from my understanding, but completely overrated.
No, never.
Got a little onside kick by the Chargers here. Covered by the Patriots.
I'm not touching nothing.
Can we measure?
Yeah, I think we're happy.
Yep.
They're going to measure.
I like that. I think it's close.
Measure it.
Yeah.
When I first started curling, I had to measure 2 stones, and I grabbed the biter stick because I didn't realize what I was doing.
Go around
And
the
I'm
back.
trying to measure 2 stones with the biter
You
stick.
can go as soon as he lets the rock go.
And I look up behind the glass at all the wizards that sit behind the glass, laughing hysterically.
I know, they
Yeah,
take a while.
being a beginning curler in this club, well, probably any club, but having people sit behind the club. If you got like a good end going, and everybody's, then you it's extra pressure every
Hey, Steve.
Yeah, that's every club.
Is that what you
Naturally, though, I excel in high pressure situations.
Do you?
Yeah,
Why?
it's something about mental acuity.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you train that way, or is it just how you're wired?
I don't know. I probably don't do well. I don't know.
You're just making that up?
It's yellow.
Is it?
Smitty says it's yellow.
That's my guess.
And I don't know how to use that thing.
White underneath. I think it's yellow.
This is the most, it's like a triple in baseball.
Jason thinks it's up.
Yep.
All right. Did you guys see what the number was?
It's yellow.
Yellow.
Yellow steals another. And they have a 2-point lead going into the 7th end. Here at the St. Paul Curling Club in the finals of the Big Spiel.
Just telling you.
If you've never played the Big Spiel, I highly suggest you sign up next year. Have an opportunity to play at all the curling clubs in the Twin Cities, or most all. You can't really guarantee all of them.
Yeah, we now have like this not St. Cloud. What is that? The St. Clair, St. Croix Curling Club. You don't play in that one.
That's an arena. I'm talking about the dedicated.
How about
clubs.
Dakota?
Dakota's dedicated.
Yeah.
Lakeville doesn't host any games yet. I think next year Lakeville might have to host games because I think Chaska might be out of it next year due to junior nationals.
Yeah, that was quite a coup. Chaska. Chaska being the Olympic Training Center now.
National Training Center.
What's the difference?
I don't know.
It's in the house at least.
So, yeah, so it basically came down to they were like, who could win arm wrestling, Isaacson or Benton, right?
I guess so.
That's how they figured
That's
that
how
out.
they figured it out, yeah. John's in better shape than Jeff, though, despite being 20 years
In
old.
retrospect,
I don't know. Jeff looks like he's more huggable.
He is huggable.
Yeah.
I think
But he's
yes,
Finnish, so he's ornery.
Yeah, he works hard or stinks.
Yeah, I tried to tell him that one.
yeah.
You come up to a Finn and you take a deep breath near them.
Yeah.
And you can tell if they're Finnish. What's the joke?
No, that's not. It's just like I've only Finns.
Yeah, you had a good weight. I think.
So you go up to them and you sniff. You go,
Talking about?
Right.
and then you got to know they're Finnish, and then they'll say like, "Oh, what was that about?" And I'm like, "Oh, well, you know, in my experience, Finns either work hard or they stink."
We ain't got no.
All right.
Oh. Splashes on the stream.
Have you heard the one where you walk if you go you should go to your friend's house or something. You walk in the door and you go, "It smells like Up Dog in here," and then they go, "What's Up Dog?" And you go, "Not much, buddy. How you been?"
Warm.
I like that one. Yeah. Yeah.
I fell for that once. All right, well, we got an exciting game going on here. It's 3-1 after 6.
I don't know. I think went to the bathroom or something.
Is this a 10-in game? It'd be great if it was.
Any update on sheet 3? So it looks like it's 5-3.
That's it, T.
It is 5-3 on sheet 3. It is Red Rocks, and I'm not sure who's red and who's yellow.
I usually write that down because I had figured it out.
Welcome back.
Ingersoll, Joel Ingersoll, who's the president of the Frogtown Curling Club,
Great shot, Jen.
is getting fist pumps and pounds from his teammates, so he must have made a fine shot over
We
there.
weren't sure
So he's
where
red
we
then.
went. We were getting worried.
Well,
We weren't sure where
no,
you
I
went.
think
We were
he's
getting
yellow.
worried.
'Cause
Oh,
it
you
looks
think
like
so? Do you want to, let's put a little wager on it.
They're calling a guard. This team that's holding the broom right now is calling for a guard.
Longworthy?
Red's sitting 2, so I assume it's red that's going to be guarding.
Well, why would you get fist bumps?
Well, maybe there was like 6 reds in there, and now there's only 2 reds in there.
Tired of your
Maybe he
shit.
made a quadruple takeout to cut
I
him
got
down.
bad news for you. You got the whole thing.
Andy Hovland on sheet 4 is in a tight game. Down 3-2, playing the 6th end.
Yeah.
He's throwing a hack weight hit. Rocket's curling beautifully. He's got to keep curling hard, though.
Hey, Brian, I had the colors wrong.
And he gets
Ingersoll is definitely yellow, and he's down 5-3.
And he does cut Red Rocks down to 1. Or no, he's scoring 1 now. That would be Andy Hovland.
Practically perfect curler.
He'd much prefer to draw than hit. So if you can get him in a hit game, you got to beat.
Curl. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over, Rocky.
You got to jam a ram a ding dong out of Merlin's hit. Yellow is sitting 1. Red is sitting 2nd.
Noisy.
Yellow is sitting 3rd.
Have you ever heard that song about Frogtown curlers? Frogtown curlers sing this song. Doo-dah, doo-dah. That's it.
Frogtown curlers sing that song.
Oh, the doo-dah day. Yeah.
Curling at Frogtown can get really cold because there's no heat or dehumidification.
Yeah, but they're warm room now.
It's fantastic.
Fantastic. I did did a spiel there, Spiel of the Dead, and I shouldn't have driven home, but I did.
Back line.
We won the Frogtown Classic in November.
We were in the A event
Back
finals.
line.
Were you?
Yeah, but I didn't help. Oh,
8th event?
No, A event.
Oh, A event finals. Of the Spiel of the Dead? Who'd you curl with?
Solom.
Bing?
Yep. Yep.
Soul Glow.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, he curled fantastic. I didn't curl great.
Nose gets them both, doesn't it?
But we had Smeeto played lead, and he played great.
Just my side, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Solom on that Saturday night was really trying to have me give him over my keys, and I wouldn't do it. Apparently, I wouldn't do it.
Well, that was silly.
It was stupid.
I didn't drive home last night.
Oh,
I got
smart. Yeah.
Yeah. It was smart. Oh, Patriots just intercepted. All right, back to the game. Oh, and Merlin almost had the double. Needed a little bit more sweeping and angle on that rock, but it's just fine. Try to avoid giving up 2, but even if they do give up 2, the Orvik rink will have hammer in the 8th end. So they want to make sure it's 1 or 2, and right now they are set up for a force. Kind of, not really, but
Does
maybe.
it feel like we're in the 7th end?
No, it doesn't. I'm having too much fun. I don't want this to end.
Let's do a stream video, and then we'll loop it.
We can ask if anybody out there watching knows how many rocks can fit inside
Good
the 4
adjustment,
foot.
Mark.
Completely
We're gonna.
inside.
Do we do this every time you're on the mic? Every single time.
Well, there's new people watching.
All right.
It's happening.
All right. So this is one of the favorite things that we do when we do this is how many stones do you think can fit within the 4 foot of sheet 5?
Yeah, it has to be completely inside the 4 foot.
It's more than 2.
More than 2. Inside the 8 foot.
Yeah,
we did this last time.
Yep.
And a bunch of people chimed in, and no one got
I
the
was
answer
going to mic you. I was all running around getting mics, and I ran to the bathroom. I came back, and you'd already done it.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll show you if you want, but that's only if the fans want. If they don't want that, then that's fine. We won't do it. There's the double out of Clay Orvik. Fine shot, and now Yellow's sitting 3. Finally, Clay makes a shot.
I have him off.
He's looking up here at us, so I'm hoping he can read my lips.
Hit roll. Okay.
Normal.
Normal.
No, Clay's been curling well. This has been a well-played game. On some very quick ice here at the St. Paul Curling Club. These guys are playing on about 26 seconds.
Yeah, it's like championship quality ice.
Yep.
Definitely championship quality ice.
Yep.
If you had a curl later tonight at say 9 o'clock,
Yeah, just all it does is leave
what
the jam.
advice would you?
It will not be 26 seconds at 9 o'clock.
There'll be 2 draws done before that too.
Yeah, it'll be 23 and a half, 24.
Well, Cheryl says 9. Michael Mulville says 7. Brian Ciprell says 8.
Wrong, and wrong again, but who's closest?
Sorry. Well, nothing.
Why do I always feel like you're quizzing me?
Oh, yeah.
I'm teaching you.
Teaching me.
Oh, but it's part of my little pattern.
Another nice shot by Clay on the takeout. Runs it out. Yellow's still sitting 2, looking to force 1 here. Boy, if they make the force of 1 and have the hammer up 1, playing the last end, I like their chances. I actually kind of like the chances of an extra end, which would be fantastic.
Oh, God, would it ever?
Bonus curling, as Brad Clawson says.
Just normal. Just normal. You say just normal?
I might have a
Normal.
third Beetle Breezer if that's the case.
First time this
Only if
weekend.
my beautiful wife Joanna approves.
Yeah. Just because you're letting Steve and I do all the sweeping. Get your ass back in the game, baby.
She said no.
Clay's using dirty words out there.
Why did I do that?
Sweating profusely. He keeps the ice pebbled well.
He's why we have these wipes.
Yeah.
Roll it.
Yeah.
Good.
All right, well, yellow's only sitting 1 now, so this is going to be a key shot that they hit and sit 2, roll
That was a
back
bad
to the
release.
middle, as
I know.
Steve's showing you. They got to sit 2 here. There still is an opportunity for Smitty to get his 2. He's got a yellow rock in the back 8 behind the tee line that if he really wanted to get aggressive on with his 2 rocks, he can throw right down to it with his first, get his draw weight down.
So you think he wants to hit and stick on that?
Let's roll into the middle a little bit. Make sure he's sitting
We
second.
just got to be half 12.
But I think if he hits it and sticks, he'll be second.
Yeah, he might be. That yellow or red rock in the way back is. I don't know if it's biting or not.
Oh.
I can't tell.
So Michael Mulville says 10. Dan Larkin says 12. The Rizdals say 19.
We're gonna. Do they? Now the question is, would they like to see how many rocks fit in the 4 foot? This rock might run out of the house. Oh, it's got to hang on. Too much weight. Roll. Oh, spun back a little bit.
Rolls back.
Rolled back on a little bit.
Did spin back. I don't know if that red rock's biting back there. I think that's in.
It's in.
Is it?
It's in like Flynn.
In like Flynn.
Doing the sin.
So you think it's 1-2 still? Oh, Smitty. I like Smitty's style. He's going to draw that baby right down, bite the 4 foot, sit on top of the yellow back card rock.
Uh-oh. Heartburn.
What's that yellow rock behind the tee line is acting like a back
Are they
card.
listening to us up there?
Back guard.
I feel like they haven't heard a word we've said.
Okay.
They probably
Have you?
plug this.
You haven't heard a word we've said?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, you have heard a word we've said?
No.
Okay.
No, you haven't heard a word we've said. You're not sure if you've heard a word we've said.
We've heard everything. Greg Walsh, G-Spot, is watching. And he says no rotation is called a fancy handle.
Oh.
Which is named after Fancy Ray. I've curled with him a number of times, and yes, Fancy has a very soft handle and a very soft voice. When he gets drunk, he starts talking really soft, like this. And you have to stand really close to Fancy Ray in order to hear him. It's really funny.
Oh. So Michael Mulville is amazed that it's none of those numbers. And Dan Larkin says 21, submitted by Joan Larkin.
Sorry, folks. Smitty, sitting shot, locking it on that yellow one. It's going to allow for, oh, that would be tempting. Wow, this is an aggressive play.
They're going to draw down to it?
Yeah, well, this is, you know, it's not a bad call here at all. Considering they're up 2, he makes his shot and locks on it. It's going to be tough for Smitty to score.
It's the right color.
I had to check that.
Does the freeze do him?
But if he misses a shot and Smitty has a draw for 2, he's still got hammer with a tie game. So the only bad thing about if he has hammer in the 8th and it's a tie game, what's the bad thing about that?
That it most likely wouldn't go to an extra end.
That's exactly right, sir.
See, you always challenge me like that. I'm like,
it's because you're always right when you answer me.
Michael Mulville says that Fancy likes to tickle his rocks when he lets them go. Scott Lambrick thinks that you can fit 6, and he's right. You can fit 6 in the 4 foot.
Yes, you can.
But you can fit more than 6.
This one's got to go. Miller's getting off it, and he's going to go run back there and call the line.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that rock's got to curl a long way. Oh, boy. Gotta
Little bit,
finish.
Steve, little bit.
It's
Yes,
finishing.
yes, yes, little bit.
Finishing. It's finishing. Oh, he's left him an easy bump back for 2. And unfortunately, we are not going to have an extra end here. I don't think Smitty will execute this shot.
Yeah.
I just like hitting for 2.
Easy 2.
That's all right. It means we have hammer in the 8th tied.
Clay and John Miller are talking about
Couldn't
having
they- could
hammer
they-
in the 8th tied.
Yeah.
Oh, no worries. I had you covered.
We got another Denver team on sheet 6 playing in some event
I mean,
final.
like, it could come barely tickets.
Yeah, that's the 3rd event.
Third event. Those Denver
Is that
Curlers.
Kislik?
Yeah.
It's a really, they've got like 2 Z's in their name. No, a Z and a Y.
What's this?
My Chaska Curlers lost the semifinal this morning, I think, of the A event, the main event.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, it had like, what was that, the name of that team?
Caldwell.
Caldwell, yeah.
Just knows it for 2.
The old man?
You see my daughter drew a picture of me?
No? Frightening. Oh, very nice. I like that picture. What is this picture, though?
This is me. I drew that of my daughter. Yeah.
That is scary.
Are you saying that my daughter's ugly?
No, Ruby's a beautiful girl, and I don't know why you would portray her that way with that
Because
rendering.
I was doing her inner soul.
Clean.
All right,
Just
Dan
clean.
Larkin
Clean.
says 15.
Clean.
Eh.
Good shot.
But
Hey, Red.
nice shot by Smitty. We're not going to answer this anymore. Has anybody asked if they would like to see?
Nope. Nobody wants to see it.
Okay, we're not going to do it.
Right behind you. Who walks backwards?
We're not going to do it.
Blank the 8th, play 9.
Clay's got the right idea. Blank the 8th and play 9, he said.
Got to keep it open and make a draw. Well,
Hey, great hit.
2 guards, right? So.
Why would you want to
Instead of throwing
blank it
2
if you were
in the middle,
them,
okay?
right?
Huh?
And,
Just because he wants to play more?
Yeah.
God, what an attitude. That's a great positive attitude.
A lot of curl.
Okay.
Smitty's using his 1 minute of thinking time.
Oh, you've really ignited a firestorm on here. I have a damn it. I want to see
Okay.
a sure. Let's see how many rocks.
no pressure on you.
I'll bite. I want to see. Stop the game. Do it now.
Yeah, exactly. If he's got a rock on the 4-foot, you just hit.
Does it make a difference
matter
if
what
it's the red or the yellow rocks?
No, they're the same size.
Huh. That's interesting.
Which would definitely be a nice bonus.
Sometimes my lead on Thursday nights, Scott Schwann,
Just means we got to get one more hammer.
otherwise known as Red,
Hopefully we can
he
do.
throws guards that are about as wide as a couch. Even though the rocks are all the same size, his guards they just look giant out there. They're so well placed that you can't hardly get around them.
Miller hates
He's a
that
good
shot.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm not really good at that, Steve.
Joe
Doesn't matter. If you miss it,
Splash
so what?
wants to know how many shots
Make
are
sure
on
you
a
have like
shot
this
sheet.
kind of weight.
4,
Okay.
God, you know that.
typically. Maybe 8. Depends on the shot ski, I think.
Oh, we need to flip the camera.
I already need a new gripper.
All right, we got it. Never mind.
Yeah, just throw hack weight.
I don't. Yeah.
Throw hack weight.
Oh, they're playing the tick shot. This is the hardest shot in curling.
So
Yeah, I've done that before in a
Hack weight.
competition.
Did you make it?
Yeah.
Did you?
I was in a lead competition at a bond spiel.
What was the competitive spiel? No.
No, it was a plain
Well, that's
plain
a
field
weak handle.
curling, the stone. Yeah.
This
But
is,
I was tanked.
This is exciting. This is like the triple in baseball. Look at just missed it.
Earlier it was like this, no handle, and it goes.
That's
Yeah, I
fine,
know,
John.
you pay for it.
That's fine.
Jason will be right back.
That's fine.
I'll hold the broom.
Yeah.
And you were sweeping just if it ticked to make it as skinny as possible. Yeah,
Do you want me to go
Yeah,
hold
just
it for you?
touch it and move it to here.
that's not my strong suit.
Oh,
Smitty must have had to use the restroom. He's
Yeah.
gone from the ice.
you could tell he's in media training. He paused his mic.
We did.
Who did?
Smitty.
Well,
Oh, so you couldn't hear him
I thought he
tinkle?
was going to be
No.
right back.
You think he sits down when he pees?
Rick Pullman has got
You
a
guys
guest,
ain't got
but we're
no
not
skip.
entertaining guesses anymore, are we?
No.
Because we're doing it.
No, yeah, they want to see it. We're not entertaining any more guests.
Everybody could send $1. I'm gonna give you my PayPal address, and
We
then
were-
we'll do it.
we the last time we did this, we said if someone could guess it correctly, we would leave a note in the bar here at the St. Paul Curling Club that they got one free beer from each of us.
Yep.
So 2 free beers.
Yeah, I drank them.
You drank them? Well, no one got it right.
Okay. Are we gonna do that same thing?
Shoot on your last one.
No,
Swept
because we're
off
not
the grill.
entertaining any more guesses.
All right.
Tell Rick Pullman. Take a flying leap, Pullman.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
That's not
I
very
mean,
nice.
the trouble was it did need weight. We just probably could have waited
Not yet.
20
Rick runs the international
Not
bond
much longer.
spiel. Him and Dave Wilson here at the St. Paul Curling Club. That's a 64 team.
Hard, you're biting. Hard.
Hooting and hollering.
Good job.
Good old time. And it is the end of February. I don't know if they're full yet or not. I doubt if they're full. Rick will chime in and let us know, that's for sure.
My face is.
But
I'm
if
not
you-
allowed to talk about the international on the St. Paul or the Big Spiel. Big Spiel. Yeah, but they don't let me talk about the Big Spiel on the international stream.
Do you stream the international?
Yeah, we did last year. Adam and I were talking about whether or not we were going to do all the games.
Shots, Jen.
I don't know,
Yeah.
but we'll definitely do the last Sunday.
The international is a fun time. It's a little
Great
more
out there.
expensive spiel, but you got a ton more hospitality, including free cocktails all weekend long.
That look okay?
And you get a big cash prize, right? It's
Five
$5
grand.
grand.
$5 to the winning team, and
If you want me on your team, Scott, because I'm pretty sure if you put a team together, it'd be close to winning that $5 grand.
well, we lost the
We can start hitting next.
semis. No,
It's all right.
quarters.
I remember one year when
Me
you
and
lost, and I
Smitty
was
and
you were not happy.
No,
This
I
is
wasn't
you
happy.
know.
And
We
I
were
wanted you
looking-
to come up on the mic, and you're like, no,
I was too
I
tired.
can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm
I know.
emotionally spent.
It's exhausted. Yeah, we should have won that game, but you know, sometimes that's how the Rock rolls.
Oh,
Did
geez, where's
Pullman
Ray?
chime in? What is the?
Hey, yep.
Yes, yes.
Go to the St. Paul Curling Club website if you're interested in the men's international. It is
Mine's
a men's
perfect.
spiel.
Lead it to a 6.
He
Very
said
well.
he has not said whether or not it's full, but he said you can sign up today.
Sign up today. Don't delay.
Yeah, I'm trying to debate whether or not I want to curl or if I
Clawson's
want to.
bringing more whiskeys.
Nice shot.
That's a beautiful draw by his third
Which I'm okay
or
with.
second, right to the top of the
That's
forefoot.
aggressive.
I'm sorry, top of the button in the forefoot. That was a beauty draw, and now they're going to start clearing the top. And here we will see lots of peels and guards, and peels and guards, and peels and guards for the rest of this game.
You got yellow. Nice shot.
Nice shot out of Clay, or
Yeah, that
sorry,
was
Merlin.
That was like a double back and then stuck right on the.
Needs to make a double peel is what he really needs to make. It's going to be hard to do.
Nice shot.
Just a 3. We can sweep it. Really? Yeah.
Merlin and company need a
Doesn't matter,
miss
You got rid of a guard.
I think less than last
Got rid of a
time.
guard. You didn't stick around.
in order to make this relatively easy. If they don't get that miss, it's going to be very difficult. This
Go
rock,
there.
Where?
not a guard. This is easily into the forefoot, I think.
4, 5.
Mine's perfect.
I don't want to touch it.
Okay, don't touch it then. Clean it. Clean it at least.
Oh,
Are we to this one?
It's right to your feet.
Clean it, clean it, clean it, clean it. Oh,
That is not real helpful. That's into the forefoot. They're going to rip that guard.
What are guards? Like 4, 4, 5?
Going to be an interesting finish here, folks.
why is it that people that hold the broom put their one hand behind their and put a thumb up? What is that about?
I don't know.
A lot of people do that when they're holding the broom. They go like this.
I don't do that.
do
There's
you-
some great skip poses. I want to make a T-shirt that has photos of different like skips on my Thursday night league and their poses.
Okay.
Because like John Schmidt, he's like 6'6".
Make sure this one gets over,
Right,
guys.
6'7", big tall fella. And he'll put the broom down and he'll stick his right foot out, and his left foot will be kind of behind him and splayed.
Yep.
And then he will hold his arm way up in the air for the direction of the curl.
Oh.
And he's already a big guy, so that arm is up there like 9 feet in the air. It's one of the greatest skip poses I've ever seen.
So just a picture of him?
No, and various.
So sheet 3 is done. It looks like Ingersoll lost. Is that? And which means that Longworthy won sheet 3 because there was someone watching.
Longworthy. Andy Hovland throwing a draw on sheet 4.
Clean it.
Up 1, playing the 7th.
Yep.
And we got a nice guard coming in from Becca Wood. Very nice shot. We're going to run that out of there.
Even less is okay. Even less is okay.
I really like the this year the winners get scarves. I think that's super cool. Last year I got a scarf, and it's so bright I wear it all the time.
Yeah.
That's not
It's pretty
bad.
warm, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. So I could see how people, and Becca said she wanted a scarf. She's out there. But she's going to get a scarf either way.
Here it comes. Make sure they sweep that yellow rock out of the way. Nice shot by Clay. He was real close to making a super dandy, super duper dandy shot.
Foot higher.
Yep, a little bit higher. You guys just a little bit higher. Yeah. Yeah.
I would have gotten that. I would have gotten that out.
Now, why do they want it higher?
What out? Steve's
Well, it makes it harder for the run back to
right in
happen,
front of
which
me.
Clay
Not
just
even
about
out.
made
Not
right
even
there.
to buy your leave.
It's out.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So I always think
real
that
close
when they
to-
put a really high guard, it makes it easier to come around.
Well, that's true too,
He's up-
but that's
he's
the game within the
obviously not on
game.
the team anymore. I mean, he's out. No.
Is it less
absolutely.
weight?
This looks like
So
it's a little
Just
deep.
to here.
this
Ah!
one is not going to be much
Oh,
higher.
ready.
Well, yeah, it is.
Oh,
It's gonna be a
Steve's
bit
here.
higher.
Mark, go, Mark.
Here she comes.
Mark.
Coming over. Keep
Hard
her
all the way
moving.
across the center
Keep her
line.
moving. Got to get it to the
Hard.
center line. Good
Good.
sweep. Nice shot. Becca Wood wants to come
if I
live
clip the
here
guard,
in the
it's
Twin
not terrible.
Cities to
That's
further
that's what the
improve
rumor is.
her curling game.
That would be funny if that was wrong, because I just heard it from one person.
Oh, well, we're going to spread this rumor. I hear she's pregnant too, actually.
Less on the second. I don't think I did.
No.
It is wicked fast. I like it.
Clay is a little outside. I don't know.
Whoa!
Aye, aye, aye.
They are trying to get the stones in the house. Boom, boom. And they are sitting shot rock. Nice shot by Clay Orvik there. And a good time to do that. Sometimes you want to keep peeling that guard out of there, but they did have that space available and
Yeah, got him
took
off the
advantage
center.
of it right away.
Would've spun out, but that's what it is.
Pretty
It's
much
behind it, so
guarantee
would've helped think about it.
Smitty is going to be in the
Doesn't
forefoot.
matter.
Somewhere under that guard, though. He's playing well today. And I know there's nobody on that ice that wants to win this game more than that guy.
Very hard to blink his head at this point.
I don't know. Clay kind of wants to. Look at the body language of Dr. Miller. He looks like he's ready to win.
Well, I think they all would like to win, but it's a matter of degree.
Plenty of room.
Where is that?
Line's good. Yep.
Yes. Yes.
All right, line's good. Line's
Close.
good. Right
Oh, I don't know.
there.
Yeah, keep sweeping it.
4
Yeah,
foot, line's
you
good.
gotta
You know-
go.
Yes.
Gotta go. He's on the guard.
Hard.
Oh, he's real close. Oh, he's by the guard.
I like he calls the switch.
Hard.
Nice draw.
Great shot.
Great
Sweep
sweeping.
that.
Nice shot,
Great
Jason.
sweeping. Great sweeping.
Right. I thought that might tick the guard, but boy, that was great sweeping, as you said.
Well, it's because he called, even though
He
they
knows
didn't.
it.
He called for
I
the
think they both
switch.
show.
You hear that?
That'd
He
be
said
great.
switch. They didn't switch though.
They didn't?
But it made a
Maybe
difference.
just,
The
maybe
call.
just your side of the nose.
Why do they do that?
All right.
Well, I have no idea. It has something to do with closer
Aerodynamics?
sweeper.
Playing for just Miller's side of nose, 4 foot, or just nose.
Well, we're down to the last 3 rocks here in the main event.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
I'll call it. All right.
A bunch of close games out there. Everybody apparently,
A lot of room.
see, most games are within a couple points. Apparently, everybody fell into
there
their
a jam on the yellows that go that way?
event.
That's
They're-
really neat about curling.
They're
About how
10.
the things sort.
Things do sort out well.
They should do that in life, you know.
Ooh, wouldn't that be called?
Careful.
Just touch the line.
God, what is the term now?
Like, let's just say
Natural selection,
yeah, we had 4 states, like A state, B state, C state, D state,
right?
and there could be like 3 life events that are pass fails. So if the first life event, like say it's going to college,
Right.
fail that,
Go to B.
you go to B. Yeah. The second one is to have beautiful children.
Fail
The
that.
back one?
That was my case. No kids. Stepson, beautiful stepson. Oh, all right.
Well, this is it, eh?
He's gonna make him throw that guard back up there.
All right, where do we have room for that one? Here?
Yes.
Manager Scott says the run back double for the win.
Yep. They could definitely throw the run back double for the win. So predictable.
I think the same should be okay.
Comes down to this.
Not enough. He has not had
Well, I
enough.
never would
This is
reach.
ideal.
Okay.
Under pressure like this.
I don't thrive. I do at work, interestingly. I do at work.
You do it
just
work, not
there.
on the curling ice.
Because work is, again, it's an individual.
All right, foot short of the
Somebody
house.
dies, they're just dead.
Foot short of the house.
Well, when they're trying to die, you got to do all right.
Splitting the center line, so.
I assume everybody heard that. Clay and John are talking about John being a doctor, work.
What kind of doctor is he?
Well, he was a pulmonologist, but now,
Which means he works on grapefruits.
yeah, he left his team,
Clean it. Mine's good.
and I'm not sure exactly what he's
Clean it.
doing now. I think he might be more into general practitioner.
I should see him as a doctor. See if he has any openings.
Yep.
I'd probably like to go see him.
So I got impetigo one time,
Oh, sorry about that. That's
like
horrible.
8 or 10 years ago, right?
The pus in that is terrible.
Yeah, it was nasty. It was kind of down on the left side of my chin, and I wasn't quite sure what it was, and I'm like, God, what the hell
Not
happened
much.
here? So I
I
called
think you
John,
can get at it with a hack, though.
and I said, hey, would you mind just taking a quick look at this?
Thanks for following it down.
So we meet at Nina's coffee shop down in the corner here, and it's packed. And I got a Band-Aid on it. And he goes, well, let me take a look at that.
What?
And so I take the Band-Aid
if you can
off,
find that guard
and
with
he
hack
leans
weight.
in and he looks at it, and very loudly he goes, you got the herp.
I might start right away. Just let me know.
And there's like 50 people standing around.
Try it, though.
All right, let's pay attention to this shot.
Is this the last shot?
No.
Is there any way we can blank this and we can have an extra end? Anyway, that's my story. And I didn't. I had impetigo.
Shoot, that sucks.
Here he comes. Final rock. The main event, the Big Spiel, is a hack weight takeout. And he's close. He's close. They got to sweep it. They're on it. They're off
Coming on.
it.
He's on and off.
Needs
It's
to
coming
curl.
across.
Merlin's going back and forth. Merlin's going back and forth. It's got to curl. It's got to curl. He's got it, folks. Fine shot.
Good game. Congrats.
And yellow scores 1. And the Orvik rink and Jittler rink win the 2019 Big Spiel at the St. Paul Curling Club. It's sure been fun.
Yeah, thanks for joining the broadcast, Scott. It's. Are we going to do the?
Let's do the show. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna do the
All right,
4-foot
so-
rock game.
All 730 of you, stay on. We're going to do how many rocks get in the 4-foot.
I'm on my way.
All right, I'll commentate it.
That was the tightest game we played all weekend.
Every one of our games were like that.
Really? Well, I saw your last one went extra.
Well, we were down 2 with the hammer play in the 8th. One got 3. Tied up against Sepple. They scored 4.
Everyone was last.
That's a rough weekend. Having to play every.
So
well,
at
it's
sheet
fun,
6,
but it's
it looks
also,
like we
you're
have
always stressed.
Up 3
Milky
on
and
Goodwin yesterday,
Kislik.
They're sitting 2, and he's got to draw around the corner for 3 to tie it. And he just seals it a little
in the
heavy.
8th end.
We win by 1.
I could have slipped harder on that last one.
I thought we were tight. If I would have known we were shorter, I just would have
No, it looks like it's a tie game. They're going to have an extra end.
Well, I knew I was less. I wasn't worried about being.
Thanks, guys. Watch out, Jen.
Oh, now Adam's down here. Oh, there's some controversy about.
Okay. It might be 8 today. I don't. Well, at the full end.
All right, so how many rocks do we have? Is it on the overhead? Yeah, it's on the overhead. All right. Yeah. What's the answer?
What are you putting all 16 into the thing? Yeah, you get 14 rocks into the 4-foot without them touching the 8-foot.
Oh, yeah. So Clay just ruined it for everybody. All right, so I see 1, 2.
How many rocks can you get into the 4-foot?
On the web sheet?
Yeah. Oh, did you talk about it? And now you're showing it?
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
That one's
10,
out a little
11,
bit.
12, 13, 14.
Hey, it worked.
Score, or do I leave
Look at
it?
that. 14.
Yeah, you know what? I think someone
here.
said 14. No. No.
I don't bother working.
Yeah. One yellow. Yeah.
Steve? Nice shooting. That was fun.
Oh, now and the people are just dropping off like flies.
We get our names on the trophy, too. I didn't even get my name on the trophy for winning the club championship.
Those are my glasses, yeah.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14.
Wow, that's a house. See if they actually believe that.
Chaska probably advertises they can get 60 in their 4-foot.
Yeah. Manager Scott just said that Chaska can probably get 16 on their ends. So I don't know what we're doing on the screen. I can't quite see it. Nobody guessed 14. That's great because we could not afford to buy 2 St. Paul beers. They're so expensive here. All right, we're going to keep the stream going, but I'm going to turn off the commentary. Thanks for listening, everybody, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday.